Yeah. Be seated. The time, 5 o'clock. The date, October the 9th, 2024, in the year of our Lord. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Kaiju Army, members of Kaiju in the Turks. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Going down to the bomb shelter, ladies and gentlemen, where we store our comic books here. That's deep. Right. We have fallout shelter here at the Hotel Orloff, where we're going to be spending this evening. Now, I want you to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that it's time for the Kaiju Orloff show. So, get the microphone. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We weren't prepared. Just got home from a long day at the rock quarry. All right. Okay, 1 second. Oh, Drew, Drew the dog. You're not allowed down here, man. How dare you? Drew, Drew, Drew. Wait, Drew. Ah, how dare you? Okay. Drew, all right. Well, let's see what's going on. Okay. This is the link. There you go. Oh, shit. Come on, Drew. Drew is our dog here. Why, you ask, are we going on live this evening? Seems awfully disrespectful with hurricane being foisted on the residents of Florida this evening. And there's a Trump rally he's about to go on. Come on, Drew, out of the way, man. Oh boy. Well, if you happen to be living in Florida, you can contact us here. I put the link there in the chat right here. Drew is circling. Drew, show them your zoomies. Oh, she won't do it now. She's camera shy. Well, Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful night in the neighborhood. Well, it's a horrible night in the neighborhood. Horrific, awful. Um, so I just found another box of Gold Key comics. Let's look through it. I've got some books to file. My main problem is trying to find my Milton the Monster comic book, man. Because they named this hurricane that they ginned up Milton, and it reminded me that um, the only Miltons I've ever known in my life are Milton the Monster from Saturday morning television in the 60s, Milton Knight, the cartoonist. There was Milton Subotsky, that wrote Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror, the feature films from, early 70s feature films based on the EC comics. It seems like there was someone else named Milton. I just can't think of it. Milton. I've never, you just don't meet many people named Milton. Um, anyway, my wife's brother was in St. Petersburg, and hopefully he's evacuated. And I don't know if you've got. I mean, all of us know people down there just through comic book collecting because comic book. Hey, yeah, sit on it, nerds. Yes, we're ready. We're ready to start. My wife is not feeling well, but she's going to try to do the last part of her shift this evening, which is why I thought I'd come on and just get some fellowship with you guys. And we can kind of monitor what's going on with this hurricane and, well, watching Trump and looking at comic books. So. This is actually something that happened earlier today when I was at work, so I've rewound time and I'm recording it. Thank you to you, Valiant Six, that are watching. The Secret Six. And I don't want to do that. I have a heart. I have a bigger heart than most people. Oh yes, let's get set up here. Let's get our command center set up. I just got home from work, ate dinner. Now I'm ready. Did you retrieve the discs? Yes. What my wife's referring to is I just got a spindle of 100 DVD-Rs, recordable DVDs. I'm making discs for Jambo Comics, of my Tomb of Terror television program, and Marvel Superheroes cartoons, and I'm making some discs of John Goris's tremendous animation and getting those to him. So we're going to fire up this tablet so I can watch Trump there and monitor what's going on in Florida. And we're going to be saying prayers during tonight's show. So if that offends you, you need to go somewhere else where people don't pray. Let's see. So I shouldn't be saying the password on television. Okay. So what I normally do in times of distress and terror is I go to this Blazing Press. You see that there? And he normally. So I don't know if this. I will crush the violent crime and give our police the support, protection. Problem is, I haven't used this iPad in like a year or so, and I don't know if it remembers the Wi-Fi or it's not aware of this new Wi-Fi that was installed. So how do I do that? Okay, settings. They want to do their job. And I don't remember the password for this. It's got the. Clean and beautiful again. Yeah, I want that one. I don't know the password.
We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools immediately. And we will
We'll use this one, this other one here.
Sports.
Okay. Okay. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Protect religious liberty and restore free speech, and we will secure finally our elections. We will secure. Everyone will prosper. Every family will thrive.
Well, we got spinning going on here.
But for that to happen,
this may not work out as well as I was thinking it would.
Radical left agenda once and for all. We want a landslide that is too big to rig. We want to have it too big to rig. Early voting is underway. Get everyone you know and vote, vote, vote. Get out there and vote.
And
after all,
anyway,
we've been through together, we stand
8 people watch. Let's see what's in this box, shall we?
With your help now until Election Day, this is such an important little period of time. We will redeem America's promise. We will put America first, and we will take back the nation that we all love. We love our nation.
All right.
As an example, I could be in the most beautiful beach in the world right now. Instead, I'm in the Commonwealth, which is okay with me.
Oh,
I like this better.
I see.
A lot of people are in the beach. Now, this is much better and much more important.
Okay, well,
November 5th will
this
be
box looks like it. What's wrong with you, Drew the dog? Here's some later period Star Trek comics from the Gold Key. We need more light, don't we? Okay, this rally's ending. I gotta be careful because he'll start playing that YMCA music and that will set off a copyright claim for sure. Where's the sound? Come on. Darn.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Here it is. Come on, come on.
God bless you all.
Down.
Get out.
Yes?
Did my toothpaste arrive with your kiss?
It might have. I haven't opened the box yet. Do you need it right now?
That's why I'm here.
All right, I'll open it. Okay, I'll open the box. We're gonna do an unboxing. It's covered in dirt, dust. Yeah, my discs have arrived covered in dust, and her Barbie toothpaste has arrived crushed. Thank you, Amazon, for your wonderful packing. The box, it's crushed. It's, you know how Amazon packs. It's covered in dust. Well, the dust, the package was 100%.
This is incredible. So the inside
Well, rinse it off.
like the ivermectin.
Yeah, it's.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's so funny. Yours smells good.
All right, well.
I was so
Come on, Drew.
I wanted to do this 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Sorry.
Wait,
I brought it in. I just didn't know to open it. Come on, Drew. Stop. How dare you? Okay, now I've got to feed the dog. I just got home, so we're still in the middle of everything. So we have, let's feed the dog chicken tonight, courtesy of Burt Ward, TV's Robin. So. we're gonna have a special giveaway tonight. Person who comments the most will get this empty can of Burt Ward dog food, and then I'll also be giving away this lid separately. So that's our big giveaway tonight for tonight's big program. Um, okay, so perhaps you've never lived out in farm country, but Amazon packages arrive pretty much by stagecoach, and there's a they arrive the boxes arrive covered in white dust, white powder, but it's not the type powder that Hunter Biden and Kamala Harris enjoy. Um, it's just the country roads. Some are dirt roads, some are rock roads with white sand and rocks. And so the whatever truck delivers Amazon, UPS, goes over those farm roads delivering to farm families, and all the packages in the back get covered in this white powder. So this box, was boxed up, but um, the dust got in through the flaps of the package. So let me Oh man, come on, man. See, Amazon seems like a great deal until you realize, how horribly everything's packaged. But I don't know. So I want to take this plastic wrap off of this, so because it's just dusty, man. So anyway, what? Hey, look at all this dust on the bottom of that. That's disgusting. Um, I was looking up Milton the Monster. See, I've got this Milton the Monster comic from the 1960s. And they keep mentioning the Hurricane Milton, and it just makes me keep thinking, where's my Milton the Monster comic book from Gold Key? And I can't find it. And so um, I've got to do a deep dive into these boxes to find it. And then when I was looking on Amazon, looking up Milton the Monster, I noticed someone's written a book on the history of Milton the Monster, and it was only $7. It's probably a pamphlet, but my wife ordered that for me, trying to be nice, because I work from sun up to sundown, man. It's I deserve a Milton the Monster making a book with all the dust on my fingers. So anyway, so that book will probably come destroyed and banged up in these Amazon packages, more than likely. Now I gotta go wash my hands again. Um, are there people commenting? My wife says, I don't know if Yahoo News is lying, but they said Milton has tamed down to a category 3. Well, that's good news. I wish I could get your attention quickly, Gratz, because I want to ask you if my toothpaste arrives from Amazon with your disc. Okay. Arrived. And okay, the screen went black for a second, of course. Justin, that sucks. Myra Greenblatt says, hello. Gravel road dust. That is correct, Justin. Imp says, you are yo, Gratu. Didn't you show your Milton comic in the last week or two? Did you shove it into a recent random box after stream or video? Uh, no, I think I showed Melvin Monster. I showed Melvin Monster, and I showed Millie the Lovable Monster, and I might have showed the Little Monsters, but Milton the Monster It just was only one issue that came out. It has a white cover. I'm almost 100% sure it's one of those comics that just seems to spontaneously combust, like the DC Laurel and Hardy comic. I was nicely given a copy of that, and my All Star Comics 58, which I'm starting to suspect that a house guest that stayed in our house back in Texas could have been the culprit behind that. Because if you go into a comic book room and just open the first lid of the first box, All Star is going to be in there, right after Action. And, someone may say, oh, I know Power Girl. That must be valuable. I don't know. It's something happened to it because it's not in existence anymore. But luckily, Jimbo sent me a reader copy of it, and I've got to still upgrade that thing. I just keep seeing these 25-year-old people on YouTube like Comic Tom saying, this is a comic you need to invest in. It's going up in value. It's and so so how about that? All right. So we got to move to the other Trump rally. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Everything's going wrong, man. I um, Drew the dog. You've taken my seat. Can I sit with you? Well, of course you can. All right. Thank you, Drew. Oh, my goodness. How dare you growl at me? Let's see, man. Library 88 says, oh, right. It was Melvin, perhaps. Yeah. I need both of those still, and I need Frankenstein Jr. as well. I think I better have Frankenstein Jr. I'm going to check that now. You guys know what I have better than me from watching these damn shows. Hold on, Drew the dog. Everything's. I had it all prepared. I was going to borrow my wife's tablet and fire it up and watch the hurricane footage while I was watching Trump, and I can't get it to connect to the gosh darn internet. Come on, man. Maybe the password's written on the back of that router over there. Um, just okay. They make these Apple products planned obsolescence, so they'll stop working. Okay, so there's the new Trump rally. It's the perfect time to consolidate debt, reduce. Okay, Trump's going to talk at 6 p.m. my time. And right now it's, well, let me hold you guys sideways. In like half an hour, 33 minutes actually. He's in Scranton. Um, which is where Joe Biden used to always talk about being from to show that he's blue collar. Okay, fantastic. Getting absolutely nothing on this ridiculous iPad. Oh, absolutely. So that's number 19 on the Trump Course 47 agenda, which was adopted by the Republican National Committee way back when in July. And it was right after. Okay. New agenda. Really exciting for the American people. We have our pre-show happening. Imp says you have issue 2 of Monster Mania with that phenomenal Frazetta caveman cover. I think I do, but I I got the dog laying on my lap. It's Drew. I gotta show comics because 13 people are relying on me, so I got to straighten up a little bit. Don't worry. You can stay there. Don't worry about it. Okay, you've seen all these Star Treks. Um, this is cool. Fireball XL5, but I need to turn on the light over there. But now I've got Drew on. She very rarely gets on my lap, so I don't want to ruin the moment. Anyway, this is they were marionettes in the TV show, but here they're drawn to look more like real people. Fireball XL5, I think, was the greatest of all of the Jerry Anderson uh, shows, at least the ones with puppets. Oh, here's another one, Supercar. A Supercar was also Jerry Anderson. I think Supercar was the one right before Fireball XL5. Man, the art style in this is interesting. Well, I love Disney and Comics Scranton. Isn't that where Dunder Mifflin, the office, is? Oh, I've never watched The Office. People tell me it's funny. And when Tim Walls was talking on that debate with Vance, Vance would look at him and kind of look at do this thing. He'd look at Walls and then kind of look at look at you, the viewer, like, can you believe what I'm hearing? And they say that that's something some character on The Office used to do. So. She said can. You notice when they sang the Star Spangled Banner, they often say, "Oh, say calm, you see." The fancy people say, you know, "Con, you see." But she's saying, "Can you see?" She's not being an elitist. All right, what the heck? Um, Tarzan. I've got some books I need to file in here. Twilight Zone. Maybe there's some tricky thing. Like maybe Milton the Monster is like the Adventures of Milton. No, it isn't. But maybe I filed it under A or something like that. Like, I just gave up as far as the Spider-Man. They started so many Spider-Man titles. I'm not going to have The Amazing Spider-Man in A, and then Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, filed under P, and then they later became Spectacular Spider-Man, and then is it filed under S, and I just started filing all my Spider-Man comics under S. Except I do think Amazing Spider-Man still is in the A's. But all the other bootleg Spider-Man, because to me, anything that's not the Amazing Spider-Man is not the official stuff. What are people talking about here? There is a YouTube channel called Shout Studios that live streams a bunch of these old marionette shows like XL5. I've been watching Space 99 on there myself. Now, yeah, Shout Studios, right. Uh, they also have a pay channel, I believe so. Okay, let me turn on a little bit of light. Did I put the link to come on? I think I did. Is it still up there? Yeah, this is the link if you want to come on. Anyone can come on. If you're in Florida, then definitely come on. Tell us rather what's going on. Um, okay. What are people saying here? Yeah, all those shows are great. I consider the live action stuff separate from the marionette stuff as far as Jerry Anderson. UFO was a tremendous series, and Space 1999, I didn't realize this till relatively recently. It was intended to be a sequel, a spinoff from UFO. Because remember, in UFO, they had people up on the moon, those girls that had the purple hair and the widow's peak. Well, this is my final box of Gold Key, because it ends with Zodi the Mod Rob, the Mod Robot. And it looks like it's based on a Saturday morning cartoon, but it isn't. It's an original creation from Gold Key, from Western, copywritten 1970, Western Publishing, which is the umbrella company that Gold Key and Whitman, Gold Key being the company under Western that makes comics, and then Whitman made stuff like coloring books, and were sold. Whitman stuff was sold in different places than comic books usually. So, like sometimes in toy stores and drugstores where they would have coloring books, and then those little 3-packs of comics would be sold where those Whitman products were sold. And that's why they changed the Gold Key logo to Whitman on those. You know all that. Okay, Woody Woodpecker. Yeah. This is a comic. This is my childhood copy of Wacky Witch. Another, a lot of horror-oriented comics for kids because kids were into monsters in the 60s and 70s. There was Wacky Witch. Of course, there's Wendy the Good Little Witch from over at Harvey, and Harvey had all the, they had ghosts covered with Casper and all of his friends in Ghostland. And they had witches covered, and they had demons covered, and giants. They had a giant also. And then at Gold Key, they had the little monsters. They were doing a monsters comic for a while. They had Frankenstein Jr. I mean, there were so many different monster titles. And I started as a monster collector before anything. Here's a great cover. Wow, look at that. That's great. Fantastic. Okay. So this is Gold Key box number 4. Over here, Gold Key box number 3. Well, this ends with Star Trek, which continued into that other box. So this goes back to Man from Uncle starts this box. Let's see if I'm going to look really carefully and see if Milton the Monster's not in here. Okay, and then this is confusing because it goes to T, but I have Total War filed here because it would become Mars Patrol with the next issue. So to me, I know this comic more as Mars Patrol with Total War as the subheading. Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes. The Magic Sword. Okay, this is Melvin Monster, which is not to be confused with Milton the Monster. Hey, I was just thinking maybe Milton the Monster didn't come out from Gold Key, but it did. I was thinking it did definitely. Okay, Melvin, Merrill's Marauders, Mighty Hercules. It could be filed out of order alphabetically. So let me go through. Here's the Mighty Heroes. I've shown all this stuff recently, so. Um, oh boy. Mighty Samson. No, I'm not going through comic by comic. Mighty Samson. Mighty Samson. Mighty Samson. A lot of Mighty Samsons. Okay. Millie the Lovable Monster This is a childhood comic, really one of the first comics that I had in my collection. That goes back to shit. I mean, shoot. I would say I got this probably in first grade. Okay. So here's the Munsters. Monsters. Mutiny on the Bounty. Now I have Dell and Gold Key filed together because Gold Key split away from Dell. Some of the titles that started as Dell continued as Gold Key. They also did the Outer Limits Dell. What was that? Okay. Phantom. Pink Panther. Popeye. Popeye. Porky Pig. Oh, okay. I had to stare. Some of these Gold Key or Dell, I've got to stare at him in a while to get the joke. Okay, why is he upset? At first, I thought he was holding a hamburger, but he's okay. So he's upset that she's using. Yeah. All right. I get that hilarious joke. Thank you. Oh my gosh, is that funny or what? The cartoons were funny. It's just the comic books sometimes. Here's the Rat Patrol. Man, is this the first issue of Ripley's? Believe it or not, Ripley's. Believe it or not, True Ghost Stories. Not sure, and I don't care, man. This is one of the greatest covers of all time, the Shrunken Head cover. Gold Key says Western published one issue of Milton the Monster and Fearless Fly for your information. Yes, I know. That's what I'm looking for. Uh, it was Gold Key. Yeah, it was Gold Key. It said Gold Key on it. I'm almost positive. I'll find it yet. I know it's in one of these boxes because it seems like I've seen it since I got to this location. Scooby Doo. Space Family Robinson. Spaceman, Space Mouse, Space Starstream. We already looked at all these. Yeah, okay. It's not there. Now we'll look at box 2. Let's see. Let me put the link to come on again. The new issue of Castle of Frankenstein is officially out. I talked to Kevin at Gotham City Comics earlier. Asked him how the day was going, and they're resurfacing the street outside his store for a few days, so it's cut into his business on comic book day. But unbelievable accounts of bizarre sightings of UFOs and the men who fly them. They have men in quotation marks.
Wow. Let me just take all this in. Good evening, ready?
There's Frankenstein.
Let's do that one more time. Good evening, ready?
We probably could get better lighting. Maybe I could try it over here.
Well, my name is Jeff Bartos, and I am a proud son.
I don't know if that's any better.
Of this amazing
Frankenstein. Is that better lighting? I don't know. Probably. And this is the Frankenstein as a superhero from the great artist Tony Tallarico. Everyone loves Tony Tallarico. Oh, yes. Excellent. Here's Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles. So I have that. That's not missing. But where is my Milton the Monster? Freedom Agent. Ooh, I'm finding some good stuff here. Frosty the Snowman. And this is great. There was a period right around 1966 where Gold Key tried to revive some old pulps. They did one issue of Doc Savage. What was the other? But they also did G8 and his Battle Aces. This was an old character from the pulp days. I'm trying to remember. Was it just those two characters that they did? I mean, I wish Charlton 66 was here. He'd be able to tell me. Get smart. See, DC. I'm sorry. Dell and Gold Key were Gold Key. Western was producing material for Dell Comics and comic material, and then they pulled away and took their titles with them. But Dell kept publishing, so basically the company Dell split into two: Gold Key separate and Dell separate. And then Gold Key published, and then they would sometimes, and during the printing, switch the logo, the emblem from Gold Key to Whitman to sell those in 3 packs. So that's why you sometimes see Gold Key comics with Whitman on them. But as a kid, I remember seeing Dell and I remember seeing Gold Key. But you'd see the Gold Key more often than you would the Dell. The Dell didn't have as good a distribution. It seemed like, at least where I lived. Oh, Gotham City's here. Edge. Oh, look at that! Amazing. How you doing, Kevin?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. You see, you can tell it's a slow day when he creates little dioramas like this with his toys. That's great. Yeah, that's he's programming a monster to go fight crime so he can relax and watch the Super Bowl. So, did you have it didn't scare all the road construction didn't scare all your customers away, did it?
No, if you know how to get from the back,
Oh, there's one now.
yeah, if you know how to get in through the back, then it's easy.
Okay. Well, that's great. So what all came in today besides Castle of Frankenstein?
That was the only thing worth looking at if you want to look at it.
Oh, sure. I already have one in my pile, I assume.
Yeah,
I'll get that soon. Castle of Frankenstein is super important to me. Um, but you also got a new mask in. You were showing me earlier this
I
morning.
told him to send me some stickers and buttons, and he sent me some business cards.
How many did you get? Oh, could I have one of them?
Yeah.
That's unless you're keeping them. That's
No,
great. What's it called? Sicko horror?
that's his last name, Sicco.
Oh, but it's probably not pronounced sicko. It's probably about Cicio or Cicio. How does it
Yeah,
supposed to be?
yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right about that.
It's an Italian name.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sure
he's
it's called
Italian.
sicko a bunch of times in elementary school, though. That's a great sticker, man. Man. So this guy made a replica of one of the old Top Stone masks. Is that the deal?
Hmm.
Does he make replicas of a lot of the masks, or just?
He made he made that mask that's on that business card, and that's from that
Oh,
House of Secrets book we looked at. Remember?
yeah. Gold Key Geezer says the True Ghost Stories is one of several subtitles for Ripley's. But did they use ghost stories before they went to just Believe It or Not? Oh, look at that. Gold Key
He made
Geezer.
that.
Oh, he says, Gratu, where do you get those AI generated thumbnails? They're awesome. I steal them from somebody on Facebook, that's all. Meyer says it's pronounced Sicho. Sicho. All right, cool. Meyer may be too tired to come on tonight. He's in his new apartment, but you can only imagine moving his horde into a new place. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to Target or by the end of the Halloween season to get one of those, but they're probably all sold out. Now, you were asking about a Halloween show, Kevin. I'd forgotten that I'd already pre-programmed one because they don't in this community, the town I live in. I won't get any trick-or-treaters on the 31st, which I think is that a Thursday, because they have Halloween here. The whole town has agreed to have it on the Sunday before Halloween, so Halloween will already be over, and so I'll be able to do a broadcast. Oh, look at that! So that's a new version of a mask that used to see advertised in the 1960s. Where would you see those ads for those Top Stone masks?
Famous monsters.
Famous Monsters had them, and
Hmm.
yeah, my wife says, "Congratulations, Meyer, you escaped from the city." And boy, you need to see the pictures of that town he moved to that he's been posting. It
Yeah,
looks like paradise.
Keith Ward sculpted this in 1958.
Meyer's saying, I'm waiting for the new TV to get here and we have to carry it upstairs. I'm watching a little map and the truck isn't moving. Oh, they probably stopped to get a burger or something. That
Keith
is,
Ward would always have the best sculpts. He would sculpt the mask before they would make the illustration. That's why the illustration always matched the mask pretty good.
oh, okay. So the sculptor is named Keith Ward.
Yeah, for this one.
I was watching the Dark Ride Dracula YouTube channel last night and they were talking about mask collectors in
Hmm.
a video they put up last night. And they said it's an expensive hobby and it's kind of nerve wracking too because you got to preserve them just right. But yeah, it was interesting. Uh, so Topstone made probably would you think about 20, 30 different masks back in the 60s?
Probably more.
Oh, I love the way the eye glistens. Did it glisten like that in the 60s? I wonder.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have gloss back then.
You told me that there's no existing copies of this mask as far as
I
anyone
think there's a
knows.
few. There might be a few.
My wife
Might be
says
a
I haven't had
few.
time to too much to look. It's all illness or work. Yeah, he's posting pictures on his Instagram. Myers says, "Thanks, Cleo. It's fantastic up here, and I still can't believe I did it." Yeah, there's a great, really cool video that he posted the last sunset in San Francisco before he left. My wife says, "I'm both very happy for you and proud of you." Oh yeah, and we're going to be happy for ourselves when we start watching all his unboxing videos. It's going to be rough on his back, but it's going to be fun to watch all that cool stuff coming out and getting put up on the shelves. Um,
I'm gonna probably put this one up there too. I think
yeah, look. Now you've got them all lined up on your wall, or was that a picture from your house or in your store?
that's right there.
Yeah, could we see all the top stone masks you've? Because we've seen them here and there, but I don't know if we've ever seen just all of them all at once.
So I
Yeah,
have six of them now up there. One, two, three, four, five,
can you
six.
get a little closer to them and you get, or is it like a bunch of stuff on the floor? You can't get. Oh, they're a comic book. They're there. Okay, pretty neat. Yeah, those illustrations are wonderful. Oh, that's where I was going with the whole thing about Dark Ride Dracula. They were talking about their whole books about mask collecting. They said that some of them aren't very complete, but are there books that talk extensively or articles about the Top Stone mask line?
There's videos, pretty good videos on YouTube,
Okay, right. Okay.
but I don't know if I've ever seen a
So the
plush.
company's called Topstone, not Tombstone. Topstone, and
Yeah, they're cheap dime store masks. These masks were like $2 at
okay,
a dime.
but you got to understand that $2 was like $20 for us now, maybe even $25 as far as what you could buy with two
Mhm.
dollars.
Well, still, a mask now is like $50.
Yeah, 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 yeah. These weren't like Don Post. Was Don Post was making masks back
Yeah,
then?
Yeah, you could buy a Don Post, or you could buy a dime store. Like your older brother would have a Don Post, and you would get this one.
My wife says my bubblegum mint Barbie toothpaste is kind of nice. I got it on sale. So I assume, hopefully the tube wasn't crushed inside the box. But man, Amazon's got to do something about their shipping, man. I don't mean to badmouth them because that's where our friend Gary Davis works. But okay, this is one of the great magazines from my childhood, and it's been brought back, and it's been brought back. She says not crushed. It's been brought back pretty well. Um, it's so I'm pleased. They tried bringing it back in the 90s, but I didn't even ever buy a copy of it because it just looked like junk. Um, that I could, well, I guess that's pretty good. That looks good. The other art, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's all right. It's good. I don't want to knock this magazine. It's great. So I recommend you guys buy this and make sure it doesn't. Yeah, this is well done. Make sure this doesn't go out of business. We want to keep monster magazines going. I don't know. Now, what you ordered 10 copies of it? Is that what you said?
No, that was
Oh,
cryptology.
Cryptology. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to order Cryptology, he could show you a copy of that. Um, was that one
Yeah.
page a riff on Vampirella #1? Yeah, kind of. It seemed like it. Uh, um, well, nothing good came out comic book wise. Facsimiles. Nothing.
That absolute Batman was kind of cool. I read that.
Oh, was it the one where Batman's chopping off people's hands?
Yeah, so he does all this damage to you, but he's doing it in a way where you're not gonna die. He'll miss every artery, every like major vein in your body.
Oh man, well, I don't know. That's kind of twisted, man.
And
It's like,
he even tells you where the hospital is. And he even told that guy that he chopped his hand off. He said if you get to the hospital, told him how to get there quick enough, they could probably put it back on.
well, man, it would be cool if it wasn't Batman. If it was some other character they created, I'd be more for it. You know,
It isn't the real Batman. It's like what they're doing right now with Ultimate Comics, Ultimate Spider-Man.
right?
It's
It's
DC's version of Ultimate. It's another universe, different. So
okay,
this this version of Bruce Wayne has his origin. His dad is a teacher, and
uh,
he's in the class with his dad's teaching him, and he wins some kind of a he wins some kind of a prize where he's able to take his class to the zoo.
okay,
That's where it starts out, and his dad um, gets shot at the zoo and dies.
okay. So they,
They go into the vampire bat enclosure. His dad throws him in there, and his classmates saves their life, but he gets killed outside. And his mom's still alive.
okay. So it's completely different.
Yeah.
Are they going to have a Robin character?
They showed a Joker, and this Joker he doesn't laugh.
Okay. Does he
They showed,
smile?
I think he was smiling at the end. He looked pretty creepy, but he didn't have any pain on his face. They said he never laughs at anything.
I don't. I wonder how bad have you heard the Joker 2 is? Have you heard customers talk about it?
Everybody hates it, but it's based on. I heard it's based on Sean Gordon Murphy's version of Batman White Knight. It was a comic book that nobody really read. It's
Okay,
that
did you read
that
that?
version. It's that version of Harley and that version of Joker. They call them Neo Joker.
Look, I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone. I haven't seen it, but I read. Is it okay? Is it okay if I talk about the ending with
I'm
you
not gonna
13
watch
people?
it. I heard about the ending. I'm not watching it.
They
Yeah.
say that it turns out he's not the Joker that fights Batman. He's like the guy that inspired that guy. He's just
Uh-huh.
this nut that inspires people. Or is that what you heard?
Yeah, I heard more of it, but yeah, that's basically yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like that. I don't know. It's I was really wanting to love this. I liked the first Joker movie. I don't know, and I'm still wondering, is this really a good movie and people just don't understand it? I don't know, but yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be able to see it. So they're running Reagan at the theater here, which probably already played a month ago everywhere else.
Yeah. Hey,
Last Frontier says hi, Gratu. Hey, Last Frontier. I'm sorry,
this
I
new bat
interrupted.
this new Batman, how he has like these long ears, right? And they explain he can have long ears and he can take them off and throw them at people like Spike. And
Yeah,
then
and this
there's
stuff.
so he has short ears underneath. So you can go from long ears, throw them, and have shorter ears underneath.
But
And then you saw the thing on his chest that turns into an axe. Um,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
he
they
has
call.
wings. He has wings like a bat, right? Where they have hooks on the end, so he can grab people with those hooks on the end of his wing.
You're not ignoring the phone, are you?
No, that's in a different area. I'm not in there right now.
Oh, okay. Well, the Lone Ranger used to shoot the guns out of people's hands. I think he would shoot them in the hand and cause them to drop the gun. Or did he shoot the gun out of their hand? I don't know. But I mean, just when you shoot someone's hand,
Yeah,
it's
I
not,
think you'd like
it's
this.
just a,
This comic was actually pretty well done. Like they pretty, even though yeah, Batman's violent or whatever, but he's
okay.
he
You
takes this
saved
guy's
one for Meyer, right? Meyer's getting one. Is
no,
that
he didn't want one. You guys wanted that facsimile.
no? Wait, wait. I don't know if Meyer's watching. I could have sworn Meyer said put one back for me.
He was
Okay.
talking about the Batman facsimile. This book right here, he was asking for
Yeah, I think he said no. That's actually kind of cool because I remember thinking I
that
don't know
one.
if that.
He wanted that one, and he wanted that one. You guys each got one of those.
Yeah, but I think he wanted the Batman one too. Are you sold out?
No, I'm not sold out. It's really it's cool. Let me show you
Okay,
more of
what
it.
I'm saying is you're convincing me. Put one in my pile, but I think Meyer did say it. I'm almost 100% sure that he wanted that one 'cause when you showed it the other day. Meyer will hopefully he's still watching.
My wife for the extra 30. Yeah, I bought a lot of them. I've got 500. I've got 500. It's $100.
I saw something horrible on Instagram. Yeah, he did want it. He says,
In the morning. He wants absolute.
I'll take one." That reminds me of there's this great line in Rock and Roll High School where Joey Ramone they're eating the pizza's delivered and Joey Ramone goes, "I want some." It's just I'll take one. Um, I saw this video earlier today on Instagram, and this guy's holding a phone, or maybe it was a pager, and it blows up in his hands while he's standing there, and all of a sudden his right arm is gone and his left arm's dangling. He's still standing there looking down with his face kind of dark, like when Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd gets, his shotgun, blows up. It was horrifying. I can't believe, Instagram has no problem putting that on Instagram, but if you put a picture of Shemp Howard, they they think, oh, that's Adolf Hitler. You can't post that. But there's horrible footage of people getting maimed and killed on Instagram, and I don't know. Anyway, okay, yeah, that does look good.
Yeah, watch. So he sees this. This is the sign at the zoo, right? Bats are crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Missing Mars
bats,
says, "Good evening, kids." Well, it's good. At
bats
least he
can
doesn't
fly.
call us girls.
Look at this.
Uh,
Bats can walk on. Do you know bats can do this? They can walk on their wings.
no, I've never seen that.
Yeah. So they. He can do that with his cape. His cape's like these bat wings, and he can walk on it.
Oh, okay. Well, that August Ascetic asked Meyer, "Did you finish your unpacking yet?" That I bet that Meyer right now is laughing hysterically like a madman at that comment. There's no way. There's no. Yeah, no. He's gotten his stuff delivered, but I don't know what he's the state of. But no, I'm still unpacking after 2.5 years. Here, Missing Mars says, Kevin, I want that. I want one too. Okay, start a new pile, or do I have an existing one? Missing Mars, how much do you spend on that claim sale, man? You must spend hundreds of dollars with $2 increments, man. Every cool comic that appears on that claims $2 claim sale, Missing Mars bids on it. And I just like, I don't know if I can do one of those claim sales again because it's nerve wracking, and I'm having to compete against friends like Missing Mars. And it's just, Myers says, I just started. Yeah, I can imagine. Um, yeah, so Missing Mars wants a Batman. I want a Batman, and Meyer wants a Batman. Ellen, thank you for including that Svengoolie book free with the other books that Donald Trump paid for.
Mhm.
Um, that was nice of you. Last night I spent $70. So, see, math, that's 35 comics. Is that right? Yeah, I think I can do math like that. Okay, well, you were getting all the good books. The problem is all the books we like, Missing Mars, they'll show them and they immediately type claim. And then it's like, oh, well, there's a bullet hole in this one. And it's like you immediately, oh, that's cool. That's an old one. And you type claim, and then it's like, oh, shoot, it's destroyed. But man, I bet you got some great stuff. I wish
Check
you
out his
did.
cape.
Oh, well, I should give you a solo layout here.
He can
Look at
wrap
that.
himself in his cape like that, and then he's bulletproof.
Mustang Mars says, I'm a give some claims next time. I don't to you. Well, you gave me that Freedom Fighters. I appreciate that. But yeah,
Look
I
at
don't know.
here.
I don't I it's too nerve wracking to sit there for 3 hours, and it's like it drives me crazy. I don't know how you do it.
He's using the hooks on the end of his cape to grab people,
And
and
so
he can
what's the
throw them.
guy's the guy? Oh, that's cool. The guy's name. There's two guys. One's name. The one that's cheap comic collector. His name is Rob. Right? Am I correct? I find claim sell fun. Yeah. Well, I do too. Except you have to look at so many terrible comics to get to the cool ones, and they're all mixed together. And it's like, oh man, there were so many books on Saturday. I couldn't even believe they existed. Like some comic called Lumberjanes about female lumberjacks, and I see if I see another one of those, it'll drive me mad. And
The girl
uh,
that writes that book is lives out here.
oh, Lumberjanes.
Yeah,
Maybe it's wonderful, but it just looked like it
it
looked
was
horrible.
popular in like 2012. It was pretty popular.
With who? People that listen to NPR?
Uh, girl like LGBT
Oh, okay.
girl.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, okay. Right. All right. Well, all right. I mean, I guess there has to be comics for them too.
Look at here, he is walking on his hands or on his wings, like I was telling you.
Yeah, man, this is nuts. This is
This
absolutely
is
insane.
this is Alfred right here. He has a job
Okay.
to. He's like surveilling this new gang that's in
Okay.
Gotham.
Oh man. So they're also doing a Superman and a Wonder Woman in this perverse world. Is that correct?
Yeah, here he is taking
Are
off
they
his
going to be
ears,
killing people too?
takes off his ears. Look, and throws them. See,
Oh, okay.
he's doing the same thing that he knocks the guns out of their hands. See,
August Ascetic says not only Batman getting twisted, but the Flash's new origin is perverse too and involves Lex Luthor. Okay, well, maybe these books are interesting. I don't know. It looks like they're more like, well, I was about to say, it looks like they have words in them, and then you go to a page with no words, but
See, right.
I'm willing to try new things, man. I really
Okay.
am.
He chopped the guy's hand off, but look what he
Oh my
says.
god,
I hear
what's
they
that?
can reattach them sometimes. There's a hospital 3 blocks south of here. Or is it east? I can't seem to remember all of a sudden.
Oh man,
But I'd run.
that's pretty twisted, man. Oh, there's Meyer. All right,
Check this out. When he gets really mad, he can Hulk out. Look at this, and these spikes come off his back.
I think some marijuana was involved in the production of this comic book.
Yeah, I want one of these. It's freezing.
I,
Can you
I,
guys hear
I,
me okay?
I can hear you fine, but the guys that I didn't indulge, but I remember guys in high school that smoked pot, and this is the kind of stuff they would come up with while listening to Judas Priest. Wouldn't it be cool if Batman could do? Yeah, my God. So,
Pretty cool. Bruce Wayne, he works for the city. He's done like every city job.
well,
So he
maybe you
knows.
shouldn't ruin the book totally for us because we're all getting it, and even Missing Mars is getting. But
It's
anyway,
great. Like you could read this like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty good.
yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
guy that
great. I'm
does
so
it
glad.
looks great. The
Yeah, I'm
guy that
glad I got
does
it.
the cheap comic collector is doing a live stream all night tomorrow night during the hurricane hitting him because I think he lives near Orlando or somewhere south. I don't know. He's kind of in the path. Hopefully, it won't be too bad where he's at. And the comics that I got from the Saturday claim sale are now at the Orlando post office. So hopefully, it's spared. Well, I mean, not just for my comics, but for everyone else that lives in Florida. Um, not okay. I already read that. Okay, that's great. I want to see what's going on. I'm going to click to Meyer for a second, Kevin, just for a second. I'm real
Go
eager
for
to
it. I don't.
see.
I won't show the end of it.
Well,
I won't
no,
show
that's
them.
okay if you did. I wouldn't mind. I just spoiled the Joker movie for everybody. But okay, so this is the last chance you're going to have to hear an echo in your apartment. So cherish your echo. With nothing on the walls. But it won't be there long. But there's your Cthulhu that you're going to unbox soon. I think you promised.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I've been doing mostly just all cleaning and setting stuff up, right? Like,
Oh,
as
okay.
you would imagine,
Oh,
like,
okay. Could
because
you?
I'm trying to get all of the shelves set up where they need to be set up so that I can start staging all of the different things.
Uh huh.
And so last night, the first 2 boxes that I opened up, I've only opened up 2 boxes, and this is what you're looking at on the shelf here. And one of
Oh.
them, the second box that I opened last night was the one. And look at how many boxes there are.
Oh,
So
yeah.
isn't
That's what
what
I
are the
wanted to see.
odds
Oh,
of
wow. I
completely
wanted to.
randomly the one that he's been asking about? He was about 10
Right.
times and asked me about
Well,
that
this,
Cthulhu figure. And and here it is. It was just completely random. I opened it last night.
I just wanted to
So
see. That's what
look
exactly I
at it
wanted
right
to see
now.
a tour of your place. So you got a big open area,
So,
and
so this is the dining room right here. I'm going to use all these crates probably for shelving. I don't know. I'm not sure, or
well, you
something. At
cover
least
them with a
some of
blanket,
them I
and you
will, not
can't tell
all.
they're
What's
milk
that?
crates.
What?
If you cover them with a cloth or something, you can't tell they're milk crates underneath.
Yeah. Well, look, this is what I did last night. Last night, let me show you real quick. Last night I unboxed some magazines.
Oh,
Let me show you. So they all
Put
look at how
cardboard on the shelf.
good they did in the milk crate. So check this out, guys.
oh,
Look at watch. Okay, look. So these are all magazines, and they all stack and they sit upright really well. And look at that.
oh!
And then
I never
one on
thought of
top of
that.
and then one on top of the other. Look, see?
Oh, that's cool. I never thought of that. I wonder if any of you guys watching, did you guys ever think of this? I've seen people do that with records and put a record in front of the
They
records with
fit
the spine
perfectly.
out.
They fit perfectly. There's even a little bit. Watch. Just look at my hand. See, look at the top.
Oh,
And
wow.
these are all. This is just Warrens, heavy metals, and savage swords mixed together, and a bunch of Monster Man. It's
And
what
when
you. It's all
and when
regular
they're all
sized magazines from the 70s and 80s.
When
What's
they're
that?
all stacked, you can't tell they're milk crates. Okay, that's
No,
good.
they look they even that they are milk crates. They kind of look industrial, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They don't look too bad. So then this other stuff. These are figures that I bought for my youngest son. That I always buy him stuff that I collect for him. Here's some Power Rangers.
Okay, so you're waiting for a television to be delivered tonight, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, it's supposed to be here any minute.
Is it a new television you bought or your old one?
Yes, no, a new one.
Oh, okay.
Here's the
So
wall of bread boxes.
from the shop that you always went to every morning, they gave you all those?
Yeah, every morning I would go and buy a coffee, and he would give me one or two boxes and milk crates. All the milk crates came from him, and he's not supposed to be giving me milk crates, but he owns the deli and he doesn't care. He's like, ah, screw those guys.
Oh, yeah. August says, "Yep, Meyer, that's the Cthulhu I wanted to see."
Yeah, we're gonna look at it in a second. As soon as we're done with the apartment, we're just gonna go real quick because they should be here soon.
So
So
the
this is gonna be the toy or the toy room slash studio. Okay,
uh
so here's the white shelves from the other apartment that were
yeah,
filled with comics.
right.
They haven't been washed and put back together yet, obviously. Look, see, there's the shelves. But
Oh,
this is no longer going to be comics. This is going to be toys and books
okay.
and comics. I decided to keep in the long boxes and short boxes. So my collection is alphabetized right here, starting with numbers to A's. And then
Yeah.
the beginning is all short boxes,
Oh,
A's to AC to D, all shorts. And then for the time being, I've got these long boxes. At least they don't take up as it would be a wall. I don't know. But eventually, I'd like to phase out and get rid of the long boxes. Down here, it starts back up with D through F, and it goes all the way to Z.
well, the
And
stickers on top. Yeah, go ahead.
everything that's not Golden Age is here.
The
What's that?
stickers on top look great.
Oh, thanks. Hold on.
Are those vintage or where did you get
This is a
those?
set of wall stickers that were those. They're those ones that are like reusable that you're supposed to stick on a kid's bedroom wall or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
For years, they were in my kitchen in the old apartment in San Francisco. That's
Oh,
why now that I took the stickers off the
uh-huh.
cabinets, and you can
Right.
see the shape of all the superheroes still on the cabinets from the change
With
in the
the
color
next
over the
tenant.
years. So I just took them off the cabinets and the kitchen and stuck them on the top of the boxes, and it turned out pretty good.
Paranoid
And then this is
Android
Golden
says
Age
Meyer
stuff.
is hella
This
smart.
is all Golden Age stuff right here. These four
Okay.
short boxes. What's that?
Paranoid Android said Meyer is hella smart. Hella is a California word. Missing Mars says
Oh,
Meyer, good
thank
to
you,
see you
Paranoid
getting
Android.
acclimated. Hey, could we see the view out your window?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. It's we're gonna look into the neighbors.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, when you look out the window, you see the neighbors. Hold on.
Is this part of California like San Francisco in that you don't need air conditioning, or is it different?
No, you need air conditioning here.
Oh, okay.
It was cooler today. It was 85 today, but it's been in the 90s.
Okay. Well,
Can
that's
you
going to
see
be an
anything?
extra expense you're not used to is air conditioning, unless
Can
it's
you see anything?
included with the rent. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
It's just trees.
How did this get turned? Who touched it?
And it snows there too, huh? You'll get to see snow.
Yeah, there's lots of snow.
I fixed it.
Is there in any kind of tourist thing about Bonanza anywhere near you, or no one remember that show anymore?
No, there's probably, um, I mean, I don't know, probably not.
Well,
No, I don't think.
didn't there used to be one like a?
Yeah, there was probably a Bonanza Steakhouse or something in Tahoe, or there's something like at the site of where the Ponderosa supposedly was, or maybe in
Yeah.
Virginia City there is. I don't know though. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Well, that looks cool, man. That's great. So, where are you going to put the TV? Have you figured out where the TV and where your video shooting station will be?
Yeah, this is going to be the studio right here. This will be all toys and comic books and cars, and
Yeah.
this is my work table. It's a drawing table. There's
Okay.
really good natural lighting in here. There's pretty good
Yeah.
closet space to fill all this stuff up. The other room has closet space. There's closets here in the hall too. Yeah, so this is going to be the primary. This will probably be, where I'll be streaming.
Well,
I need to get a nice comfortable chair, and then the TV. This is the living room.
yeah.
So I got rid of all of my old furniture from San Francisco and left virtually everything, because everything that was replaceable, honestly, I got rid of because I wanted new stuff. I don't want
Sure.
my old stuff in my new apartment smelling like my old apartment and having the old apartment energy. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I want new furniture, right? So this is it. This is the whole collection basically boxed up, is what you're looking at.
Wow.
This is
So
toy almost
the
completely. The TV will go here. TV will
yeah,
go here. Couch
I
will
was
go
just
here.
I was gonna
Shelves.
say
There's
you
lots of
don't want.
wall space. What's that? What were
Yeah.
you gonna say?
I was gonna say you want the TV where the windows aren't gonna be shining light on the TV. So
Yeah,
that's
you know
good
what's
choice.
funny is that my son has my son and daughter-in-law have this exact same. So they have the exact same apartment that I just showed you,
Yeah.
and it's even configured the same, except it's one building over, but we don't share any wall. But so so it's funny because they already utilized their space, and I'm basically copying them. Their living room is already set up,
Oh.
and they get the exact same. So this is the west, and this is the east. So the sun rises over here and sets over here.
Okay. Are you allowed to get pets there?
Yes. Yeah, there's cats and dogs. My son, they have a cat, a great
Yeah,
cat.
I think that you should get a
Probably not.
pet, man. I think you should.
Maybe eventually, once I get settled in and everything.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I don't mean immediately. Um, Friar Tuck wants to know: are there any comic book stores locally, or maybe 30 minutes or under drive from where you're at?
Yes, there's a comic book store that's about a 10-minute walk from my house. It's
Oh,
on that beautiful the street that looks like Main Street USA from Disneyland, basically. I
yeah.
don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but my new walk, the equivalent of the beach now is this street called Mill Street. It really does look like Main Street USA or something like that.
Yeah, I know
It's like
it does. It reminds me also
pristine.
of where Stargirl lives in that cool TV series.
I can't get this thing to set up correctly.
If it's a 10-minute drive, that means, I mean, it's a 10-minute walk. That means you could drive there in about a minute or two.
Yeah, that's why I don't drive. I'd rather walk because I enjoy
You-
walking. It helps my back, and I like getting outside. And I'm just learning about this town.
I mean, you're so
I'm getting
lucky. I
used
mean,
to it. I'm
do,
getting into it all.
have you
I'm
been into
learning
the
about
store?
all the history I didn't even know about.
Yeah, I saw you had old pictures of the town on Instagram. Do you have, does that store have Silver Age or Golden Age comics?
I haven't been inside yet. It doesn't.
Oh,
It to me, it doesn't look like the type of store that will even have back issues. It calls itself
oh,
a gaming store and a card store before it calls itself a comic shop. Now, there
I
is
see.
another place altogether. It's right down the street from there. Like, really right down the street, literally. Just, I don't know. You can see it when you walk out and look down Bank Street where the bank is. This town is just like that. The bank's on Bank Street, the church is on Church Street, the mill's on Mill Street. It's funny.
Oh,
And
that's great.
anyway, so there's a place called Booktown, and this is a consignment, uh, used, new to you bookstore, like new bookstore that sells back issues of comic books. And a friend of Kevin's actually has an area there, and that's my son buys tons of stuff from Kevin's friend.
Oh man, I wonder if they'll let you take cameras in there. Wow. Okay, that's the instruction manual. My wife says she's going to go ahead and log into work in 25 minutes. I wish I could get the dang tablet working. I want to see what's going on in Florida. Missing Mars says, Greta, hello. And then and she says, hello, Missing Mars. Thank you, Missing Mars. You're a neat guy.
So this is a tribute to a late 70s, early 80s type toy.
It looks
So,
exactly like
this
it
is
was from the
something that was
70s.
made
Yeah.
in like 2010 or 2012, I forget. But it's made down to the T through the packaging and the instructions to look like something from 1979.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So it's
fantastic.
fully glow in the dark. It's about 13 inches tall.
That's hilarious. Is this
You
still
have
in
to take one
production
of
or
the
is it?
rings off to make him fit into the box. Let's see, it goes like this.
That's actually pretty close to the There's a
So
drawing that
he's about
H.P.
13
Lovecraft
inches
did.
tall, fully articulated. He's meant on the box. It shows him holding a 3 3/4 inch figure in his hand. I
Yeah.
don't have 3 3/4 inch figures handy to show you, but on the box, it shows you this kid. Look at the kid. He looks like right out of like what I was just saying, right?
Oh yeah. It looks like a kid from 1980, 100%. They all had that haircut.
And
I mean,
here's
I
the
did.
figures. I don't even know if these figures actually exist. If they're real, I don't know. I've never seen them.
I don't know. They're not. They're just being funny. That's great.
But that image is great.
My wife says I sleep well to an H.P. Lovecraft audiobook collection I have on Audible. I guess she must play it while I'm sleeping and I don't even know it. That is great. So that's all glow in the dark. Is that a
Yeah,
super
the whole
expensive?
thing is glow in the dark.
Is that affordable for normal people?
Yeah, well, I don't even know. I don't remember. So this was one of those. This was a PX exclusive or something like that. Look,
What? Oh, not PX like the Army PX.
no, from PX previews.
I
No,
was
no,
thinking they only
this is a
sold it at
nerd
base
exclusive.
exchanges.
No, this is a nerd. Yes, AFES exclusive. You had to be in the Marine Corps to be able to buy this exclusive. Um,
It's
or a
Army Green.
dependent of an active duty Marine Corps member. No, actually, you had to order this from that thick previews book in like
Right.
2012 or something. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do that. I bought this. I don't even remember where I bought it. It wasn't expensive. It was about $40, maybe $50 or something. But it's probably more now. But I don't think that much. I don't know for sure. You could just look it up. It might be $40 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing
It's
close
neat.
to 100 though.
Now there is a drawing of Cthulhu that H.P. Lovecraft actually drew. He wasn't a very good artist, but that looks very close to what he drew. And um,
All right. This guy is so cool. So what I'm going to do with him is whenever I have a toy that is so cool that he needs to be on display, but at the same time, his box is so cool that it also needs to be on display. Now I'm stuck. I have to display both of them. So this figure I'll probably put someplace either on top of this box or in
yeah,
front of this box. But I guess I'll probably display this image forward. Maybe I'll do them like this in front of the box or something.
yeah, that's a tough call. I almost wish
It's a real
you
tough
could make
call
a
because
color copy of the back, and
yeah, I love the box so much, but the figure needs to be out and on display. So we're gonna
yeah.
leave him out
Is there any way you
after
could
the
hold?
unboxing and looking at him today. And I forgot to show you. This had not been taken out before. Look, it still has the original thing. The packaging is just like a toy from like about 1980 or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Could you hold it up to the kitchen light and turn off the lights and let's see if we can see the
Oh
glow?
yeah, we'll go and let's see if it'll work. Let's see if we can get it a little bit glowy, and we'll go in
Yeah,
the bathroom.
might be
and
too
sort
much
of,
light, yeah, from the window though. But I've tried that before on my show with the Forgotten Prisoner model kit, and it works. If especially if we were a little bit later at night and there was no sunlight coming in from outside. Is there anyone watching? There's 16 people watching that knows what's going on in Florida. My wife's got her brother there, but we haven't heard from him. I know that Night Tiger lives in Florida, and he had to go up north with on a trekking run, and he took his wife with him. And I don't know. I know that who else lives in Florida? Um, Metarog used to live in Florida. I think his house is still there. His collection's still there, but I think he lives up north now. You know.
it doesn't work because of the light from the phone. Because
Oh,
the phone screen gives off light.
yeah,
So see, look,
yeah. I don't know.
it doesn't work. But it's glowing, but it definitely needs to absorb more light. But for
Yeah,
some
cheap
reason, it doesn't
comic
work. It
collectors.
didn't work.
I think it will be downgraded before it gets to cheap comic collector. He's more like around Orlando. I mean, that could still be damaging, but I think he's not in mortal danger. But there's tornadoes hitting around, so that's still a consideration. Paranoid Android went down to category 3. That's what my wife was saying. That's good news. Um, August the setting. Another glow in the dark figure is the Spectre figure. He's in Kissimmee. Kissimmee. Kissimmee.
Oh, this is kind of worse.
Kissimmee mucho.
This. Watch. Now there's enough room here where I could actually put him on top of here.
Yeah. Now it
But
depends on what kind of what
to reinforce it, it's kind of unstable. I don't want him to fall. I haven't even figured out this articulation yet.
I don't know how much cooking you do at the home but sometimes
Yeah,
having
I don't
figures.
think I want him this close in here to the. But this works pretty good. You can't really see the box.
Yeah, he could get greasy if he's too close to the kitchen if you're doing a
Yeah,
lot
maybe
of.
I'll put him over there, but he won't be displayed in here. But that works okay.
That is cool. That's really cool.
And then this ice fink, he came out of that same box. And then, you guys want to look at some Hot Wheels real quick that were in that box?
Sure, yeah. But don't forget to show all the same stuff on your channel, so that
Oh, I might.
because
That
there's
might
a
not
different
stop.
audience probably. I don't
These
think
are
everyone that
these are
subscribes to
Hot
you.
Wheels ID cards. ID
What?
cars. He's like,
I've never heard of these.
it's some new thing that came out a few years ago. It's this idea that these cars are individually. You could scan them with your phone, and you can use them to race on the app. And
Oh yeah.
all metal, and they have rubber wheels. Or I don't know. They're okay.
Okay.
They're all right. Some of
They're
them are
trying to
cool.
sell physical toys to kids that only know computers and try to
Yes,
make them
exactly.
interact with
Here's
their
the
video
idea.
game world.
You buy this car and you can download the car onto the app on your phone and you can race against your friends with their cars. So then you're like, what is this for?
Paranoid Android asks Meyer, "Do you have a Hugo Man of 1,000 Faces?"
I wish. I don't anymore. Ratu still has one. I think Kevin might
Yeah.
have one, but I lost mine.
Yeah, mine I
This
got in 5th grade, and I still have it for Christmas in 5th grade.
is a really nice dinky. This is a nice car. Let's pull it out.
Is that
Dinky
old or
Toys.
new?
Dinky Toys was a British car company. You guys might
Right.
remember them. They advertised a lot in DC Comics in the 1960s. Remember?
Yeah. Didn't they make a Enterprise?
Sure. They made Enterprise. They made Space 1999.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember those living in Germany. The British stuff was all around.
This
There
is a
was Dink.
1953 Buick Skylark.
Oh, there was Dinky and there was Corgi.
Yeah, that's right. Dinky and Corgi were competing with each other, and I think eventually they just became the same company. Maybe.
Oh, really? Okay, I was wondering.
Apollo might know.
And
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
is that a newly made one or one from back
Yeah,
then?
this is a new one. This is from 1991. This is from 1991.
I think Corgi's making a remake of the Batmobile. Uh,
Oh, are they? I'd like to get a new one. I
yeah,
mean, I have
mine
my
is
original still.
my Batmobile's got some city miles. It's missing a wheel. One of the bubble shields is broken. It's all messed up.
I lost my bat boat, and I really wish I could get another bat boat.
Yeah, me too, because I got the set with the Batmobile and the Batboat for my grandmother, Christmas probably 68. And the Batboat I used in the bathtub, so it didn't survive past maybe 1974.
Here's a 1981 Jeep CJ7 Golden Eagle made by Greenlight. This was all randomly in that box that with the Cthulhu. There's a big time muscle Roadrunner 69 Plymouth. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles custom GMC panel van. It looks kind of cool.
Wow.
Do you have any red lines?
No, these are green. I have green light. I don't have red line. I don't have any I don't have any original red line Hot Wheels. I have like a handful of original Hot Wheels from when I was a kid, but none of them are those first couple years. Here's
Red
a
lines. What's a red line? Does it
red
have red
line
on the
is the
tires?
Hot Wheel the first 3 years, I think, that like 69, 70, and 71 got to when it first came out. There was a real thin red line on the exterior of the wheel, remember? And
Right.
then they stopped those, right?
So they call them red lines. Okay.
Yeah. This was a gift from Elton, my friend in this is also funny and random because I just left Elton, undoubtedly the best neighbor I ever had in my entire life. The best like neighbor that lived in the same building as me that I ever had my whole life.
Right.
And he gave me this as a gift when I first met him. So like when I first met him, we start becoming friends, and he finds out that I'm a toy guy and this is the kind of stuff I'm into. And he's all, I've got some old Hot Wheels and stuff. Hold on, let me go just get some Hot Wheels for you. And this is one of the cars that he brought out. This is the best car that he just gave to me. And it's a really cool one of these dragsters that opens up. It's a Ram Charger. This is like a really coveted type of car to have when you were a kid because it did something. So this is the car that opens up, right? Whoop. Like there was always that picture like on the ad and it would be of the little kid's hand and he would be holding it like this, right? Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
The Billy Tucci cover.
But yeah, this was a gift from Elton before we were really even friends.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How many years have you known him?
15 years.
Oh, cool.
14. It'll be 14 in November. It's almost exactly 14 years.
Missing Mars says, awesome Elton story. Meyer cherished that car. Elton's come on the show before. He's like a monsters expert.
I just talked to them yesterday. I just talked to both Elton and Brian they're like my best friends and they're my neighbors. So there's a few things about leaving the city that, that make me a little bit sad. I miss the beach still, and that I don't miss
Yeah.
the worries of the city at all. Like I haven't even thought about carrying a weapon since I've been here, not even close. A defensive weapon. I haven't even thought about doing that at all since I've been here. I left my car unlocked overnight a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you carry a weapon in San Francisco legally?
Probably not. I don't know. I'm not sure what the laws are.
Well, okay, cool. Well,
They only apply to certain people anyway.
yeah.
But it's very safe here and secure. I don't even worry and think about the things that I used to think about just 3 days ago. It's kind of a trip. I also can't believe I pulled it off. A lot of cabinet space. It's not a new place. It's the mountains. It's an interesting town. It's
Well, you've pulled it off very
yeah,
inexpensively just for the how many did you just rent, one U-Haul or two?
one U-Haul.
Oh, okay.
The whole move, it was still not cheap. The whole move was $800, but by comparison to what it cost to move you or like Hans, it's like a
Oh,
fraction. It
yeah.
wasn't even $1,000 to move everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had family and friends helping
Yes,
you move.
yes, I
That's
didn't
one of
have
the
to
major
pay.
expenses.
Yes.
Wow, that's so great. You probably escaped just in time. I don't know what's going to happen, but everybody's tensed up for something.
Look,
Uh,
this is Dusty. Check her out. She's not. Her name is Dusty. She's not Dusty, but she was in that box. Look, she's missing a hand.
oh
She's a
man, she must have been
amputee.
around
But look at her
Batman.
hair and her face. I don't know if it's hard to part with this doll. I almost said I'm gonna give this to Jude because my daughter-in-law loves this type of stuff. She loves weird dead Barbies and stuff like that. But this is a figure called Dusty.
Yeah.
She was made by Mego, I think. She was like the only like Barbie type doll that Mego made.
Well, the Planet of the Apes treehouse originally was her house, and before that, it was Action Jackson's house. So,
She's
but
supposed to
we
be
remember
playing
it as
tennis, but if she
Batman
only
got her.
play with one hand. She'd be
yeah,
like the
that's what I just
one-handed
said.
tennis girl. Look at her.
She looks completely stoned too.
Kind of like that has a Wendy O. Williams thing going on, right?
Yeah, that hairstyle would come into style about a little later on.
I
Yeah,
like the
that
look on her
was.
face.
Yeah, they tried doing a GI Joe with Action Jackson, but it was such a weird looking sculpt. He looked like Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. And then they did Dawn, and then they did the world's greatest superheroes, and that's when everything took off.
I
Mrs.
recognize him.
Mars, I guess Mrs. Mars is wondering if your daughter-in-law named Jude by a Beatles fan.
Yes, yes, probably. Pretty sure. Um, Look at that. This is that Scuba Big Jim, Scuba Steve that I got from Kevin, that Kevin sent me. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. He's got a bit of a limp. That is great.
All right. Let me check on this TV.
Oh, is it
I guess
coming
we
in?
just got to look out the window and listen for the truck. I haven't heard anything yet, though.
Okay. I'm hearing a honking. I hope that's not my car.
Oh, shit. I forgot about this.
No, it isn't.
Did you ever watch that show called The Happy Tree Friends?
Is that was a that was a early internet violent cute cartoon, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it. That was,
I have some DVDs of it. Yeah.
yeah. So I found this figure last night. It was all in pieces at the bottom of a box. Can you see it?
Oh, I didn't know they made toys of it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's nuts. Yeah, I forgot about the Happy Tree Friends.
Yes. And he has a squirrel tail.
Stuff like this, I just assume use rubber cement and make it all permanently together.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. I was just thinking I'm gonna glue all of these things together. This
I
is
do that with
stupid.
a lot of these action figures that have all these parts. I just like,
Jeez, because there it's finally all. That was it. He was in all those different pieces in the bottom of that crate right there with these Lone Wolf and Cub books.
Oh, okay.
He was in pieces down there. And he's kind of cool, but I'm going to glue them all together. But I can't glue that part together because that's the action feature, is that you open him up and you can pull his entrails
Oh,
out.
yeah. No, you can't do that. Do you have garage space or do you just have a covered parking area?
No, I don't have garage space.
Okay.
Just parking.
So are you going to get rid of the boxes? Is this going to be your final place, do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm going to get rid of all these boxes.
Okay. And then, what was I going to say? Do you at least have a pool handy so you could simulate the feel of the ocean? Is there a pool in the
There's the
complex?
YMCA pool that's a block away.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's also there's creeks and rivers all over the place, and there's all these beautiful crystal clear waterfalls, and like my
Oh,
son just there's like spots with like flat rocks with like water flowing over them, and there's beautiful lakes. There's multiple lakes and everything. It's all
so
surrounded by
you're
nature and water.
so
But
you're
the
not
closest place where I could go swimming would be the YMCA swimming pool down the street. But I haven't checked it out yet. You probably have some sort of a veterans discount, or maybe even some sort of a free membership or something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
huh,
I usually can get deals for being a disabled veteran. I always pull that card out, right? Bam.
yeah.
Early bird special. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Well, you should.
Yeah, I've never like done that thing where I remember like when I would go to the VA all the time every year when it would get close to Veterans Day, and all these different vets would be all, "Hey, here's where you need to go for your free meal this weekend," or something. They would be saying the best place to go to get the free meal or something. I never did that.
Oh,
Anyway, that's probably good.
Trying to get my
yeah,
monster museum ready.
yeah.
I got another collection today, so I got a big mess.
Collection of masks.
No, of comics.
What kind of stuff?
Just new stuff from the past 5 years. One of my customers moving, so he
Oh, okay. That's why it
sold me
wasn't
all,
mentioned. uh,
sold me all the. Here's a good way to do a mask stand. You just take one of these bottles,
Oh, that's a good idea.
oh, and
you
just
put
fill it
some
with.
liquid in there, and then you
That's an
set the mask
excellent
right on
idea.
top.
Ah, thank you, dude. I am always looking for things to use that to do that for.
Man, we're learning all kinds of cool ideas. Meyer had cool tricks, and you've got some. That's great. Um, so the new comics today, there was nothing even worth looking at. Not even any good covers, other than that Batman.
Yeah, Batman was my pick of the week.
And what is he called? The what Batman?
Absolute.
Absolute Batman. Okay.
Absolute Batman.
Paranoid says Kevin is hella SM. Oh, and then it says art. Okay, smart. Okay.
That was the same compliment that he paid me.
Yeah.
Oh, Geiger was good. I started a
Oh.
new story.
Oh, okay. What's the best cover on that?
Hold on. See, I'm gonna put some new masks up here where the creature was.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I like that mask down low, that green one with the long hair.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting him up higher.
What is the story on him? I've forgotten.
That's in from comic. That's from the back of Famous Monsters. That's the Bayshore Zombie they call it.
Oh, yeah. What company? It was called Bayshore.
No, I don't know what the company's called, but it was just the Bayshore Zombie. Maybe it was Bayshore, the company.
That's neat.
These keychains have been selling.
Yeah, they're cool.
Can I get,
Oh, this one.
sorry. Kevin, can I get a keychain?
Yeah. Oh, look at
Okay.
they put the. It's not the 7th, is it? Oh no, it's issue 7. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Because they're not weekly.
No, I thought they were like down to the day, like they were gonna put like the date on there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh well, these are all the same book, huh? That's
Yeah,
kind
look
of
at
a
he's
cool
mowing the.
cover. Do they all have the go-go
There's
checks at the
four.
top?
There's 4 covers. 2 of them have go-go checks.
Okay, which two have the go-go checks? The
This is
zebra.
their new. This is their new sidekick. He's a baby zebra with 3 eyes.
Oh, which cover do you like the most?
I don't know. I thought this one would be cool if it was glow in the dark. It almost looks like it should be. I even tried
Yeah,
it in the backlight.
I tend to like the ones that look the most comic book like. And
I
the,
thought
the
maybe either this one or this one was the best.
does that one have go-go checks on it?
Yeah.
Oh well, maybe could you pull that one for me?
hmm
And
Yeah.
yeah,
I got tons of copies of this because they gave me a deal if I kept my order the same, I can get an
uh,
extra 10 for $5.
I hope that's a successful. Do you think it's selling well? I mean, does it? Well, you would know. You have a store.
I mean,
uh,
they're putting the stuff out that comic book shop owners want.
okay,
They're I feel like they're catering to me with this book.
so
And
it's
they're like
something you
putting,
can actually recommend to customers without lying.
yeah, yeah. I feel
Paranoid
like they're
Android
probably,
City. Paranoid Android City goes to your store website to order online, but there's no items listed in merchandise.
yeah, there's nothing in there. There's like, I sell t-shirts and like mystery boxes and my exclusive cover. I think that's it.
I've never even looked at your website, but just call them up. Just
Yeah, it's,
talk
I
to
was
them.
thinking about even closing it because it's like cost me $40 a month and I don't even sell anything on there.
Yeah.
See, I was going to say the best thing to do is to subscribe to your YouTube channel and your Instagram, and then because you're constantly Kevin's constantly updating new merchandise that arrives at the store, and then um, anything you can have have a want list ready to go. If you have a want list, Kevin is who you want to call, so you can work with you personally over the phone to to uh, to to meet your needs.
Yeah,
And
because putting
if you
everything on, it would take me like another job just to put it all on the website.
and he usually pops on when I do a show midweek, and when he's gotten the new stuff in, and you can see the new stuff he has here on this show, and then just call him up. You know, it's just you call him, you're going to get him on the phone. Maybe you might occasionally get
You'll
an
get me. You'll
assistant,
always get me. My
and
sister
it's no
hasn't been around in a long time.
and it's unbelievably how I've never seen anyone pack as well. I wish he ran the Amazon company and could teach them how to pack because you're never going to have any damage in anything because he packs unbelievably well.
Look how
I
much bubble wrap I have. I have so much bubble wrap. I was thinking about like storing it like in another location somewhere.
mean, wow.
It fills up a whole like room just with bubble wrap.
How much mail order do you do?
Not very much. That's
Uh,
why when you order something from me, it comes right away because
yeah. Yeah, he'll when you order something, if you order it early enough in the day, it's going to go out that same day and get to
I
you
can
within a
pack it
few
right
days.
now while we're filming. We'll pack it.
Yeah,
Pack it
if
right
you
now.
wanted to be in the chat and tell him what you want, you could see him put it in the box live on the show. And it's of course it's 2 hours earlier where he's at than where I'm at. So he's what do you call? Are you Mountain Time Zone or what do you
Our
call your?
zone never changes. We never
Oh,
change the time.
he never changes. Okay. So anyway, what is
Mountain
Monster
Standard, I guess
Fun
it's
there?
called.
Hey, what's that Monster Fun book? What is that?
Cool. That's what it is. It's a kids monster fun book. It has
Is
comics and like activities.
is it something we'd like, or is it more kitty
It's more
oriented?
kiddie, but like If you had a kid, your kid would love this.
Oh yeah, man, that's great.
That's why I
Um,
order it, but there's no kids that like monsters that come in here anymore. I don't think. Oh, there's a
Par-
couple.
Paranoid Android asks if you have any like 5XL shirts.
I used to. I sold them already.
Yeah,
Right now I
that's a
have
popular size among
two.
comic collectors, I think. I got a 4XL shirt the other day and it fit me fine. I'm going, oh shit, might be time for a diet. Um,
That shirt
but
you got, it seemed like a really weird material.
yeah, it is, man. It's like it. I think it's polyester, but I'm not sure. Who knows what the Chinese have created? Yeah, I got a Trump shirt the other day from my mother-in-law, ordered from Timu, whatever. And yeah, I don't know. It looks like who knows what it is.
Did you wash it before you wore it?
No, I didn't because I wanted to film a show. You're scaring me. I know it's probably covered in who knows what new disease they're cooking up over there. But I'm not. I'm still alive. I live. Yeah, I should have, man. You got a good point. I just put it right on like a total moron. I'm more worried about our own government than China right now. It's not to be conspiracy oriented or not, but
Well, everybody's out to get us. It seems like.
well, there's just some real paranoid people that I think are very desperate right now.
Our whole
'Cause
food and everything has been poisoned.
apparently we used weather warfare in Vietnam against the Viet Cong, and then when Nixon was president, there was we signed with the UN to not use that anymore. Everyone agreed, but whether or not that's true or not, but I don't know. You decide. Um,
Get you to
Now, if one of these hurricanes hits an area where everyone's probably going to be voting for Kamala Harris, then we'll say, oh, maybe it is just natural. But as long as they keep just only hitting conservative areas, it looks a little suspicious. But oh well. Not to be conspiracy oriented. Oh, we're down. Oh, shit. We're down to 8 people now. We were up to 13. Where did they go?
That's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. How dare you? No, someone came back. No, it says 9. Um,
Trying to get
Oh
this.
man, listen to Missing Mars. Always wash new garments from wherever. They spray oh no. They spray garments with pesticides before packing to prevent insect consumption. Shit. Okay, I'll go wash them. We got 4 Trump shirts from the CCP the other day.
Excellent knowledge.
I didn't know that. I'm
I didn't even-
doomed. I put on Walmart shirts, I think, before. Oh, let's see what you got here.
Baskin and Robbins Jamocha almond fudge.
Man, that looks good.
It's really good. I'm living high on the hog up here. I'm telling you. Plastic spoon because I haven't found my silverware yet.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about plastic spoons, you don't have to wash them.
No, you're right.
So, what time is it your time?
4:57. The TV
Okay.
should be here. I mean, it's supposed to be here by 8 p.m., but I figured, geez, these guys don't want to keep driving past 5 up here, do they? They really
Yeah, I would
do.
think they'd quit at 5. What time? How different is this from your old TV?
It's a smart TV and it's bigger.
So it's bigger and it listens to you all the
Yeah.
time. Um.
I think I might have heard a truck. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well, if you got to go, unless you want to stream the delivery of the television,
Yeah, I'll let you know.
that's good television viewing. Um. Man. Well, anyone watching know anything about the hurricane, man? I getting trying to get onto this tablet to see what's going on.
It's supposed to hit late tonight, right?
Oh, it's not hit yet. I imagine they're getting some bad. stuff happening. Well, I imagine it's raining pretty hard now.
This one guy I know, he was able to go to his comic shop and get his comics before they closed up.
That was his main priority, is going to New Comic Day. Or
Yeah,
is he
because
the owner?
the powers is most likely going to go off, so he needed some reading material.
Okay, yeah. He is the owner, or is he a customer that
Well, he
goes
was a
to us?
customer. He was a customer, and the shop was just going to be open for like 3 hours today.
What where does he live at? What about where does he live?
About in Orlando area, maybe.
Okay.
Well, maybe closer to the beach where it's going to hit.
Yeah. Well,
The cool thing is that guy that's going to be in that boat. He's not going to leave. He's gonna ride it out in a
who
boat.
is somebody in a kayak, I think I heard.
Oh, he has a cool boat. It's a little boat, but it has like an inside, like a cabin. They call
Okay.
him the real life Lieutenant Dan. If you want to look that up, you can see him.
Okay. Does he is he live streaming this adventure?
I think he's well, he's not homeless because he's in a boat, but he's that's where he lives.
I wonder if there's any people that are live streaming all of this. Um,
He was doing a GoFundMe, and I think he got enough to buy a new boat.
oh boy, maybe you should do that after the hurricane. The GoFundMe for a new boat. I don't know. I think people really should get the heck if they're right there where it's hitting in Tampa. They, I hope they all evacuated because that looks really bad.
Well, he thinks he's in a safe spot because the swells to 10 feet. He's going to be fine. It's just the wind that can get him.
He's going to be fine because he's in an elevated spot.
No, the boat it rises with the tide.
Oh, the boat, oh, the guy in the boat. Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. Well,
He'll be
I
fine
just
as
know.
long as the wind doesn't knock him out of the boat.
I just know there's a lot of older people, obviously in Florida, and
This
a
guy has
lot of.
one leg. He has one leg, so he can only swim in circles. He said.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. He has one. That's why they call him the real life Lieutenant Dan. You remember Forrest Gump, the movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. Uh, oh my gosh. Well, everyone, you're in our prayers if you're in Florida. Um, and
Pray for Lieutenant Dan, the real life Lieutenant Dan.
yeah. Um, so, are you still open?
I think I'm on the same time as Meyer, right?
Yeah, yeah. You go till 6.
Yeah.
What did the last customer that was in your store? What did they buy? You remember?
Um, Good question. I sold a couple of expensive GI Joes today.
Oh, really?
I sold
Well,
$250 GI Joes.
the little ones?
Yeah, the little ones. Yeah.
Huh.
All right, check this out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Two dot posts up where the creature was. Now I need something in the middle.
yeah.
Something really cool in the middle.
Well, what are your choices that aren't up there? Let's decide.
I mean, he's a good choice, but he's okay where he is.
Yeah, I'm almost voting on that one that I was saying was good down low. That
Uh,
thing. I think he should be up. He's great because he he combines many different things. He's almost Uncle Creepy. He's definitely something I remember seeing from Warren ads. He's just great. Okay.
so it's either him or let's see what's in the back still.
Missing Mars says Frankenstein in the middle.
I don't have a Frankenstein. I've been looking for like forever for one.
And he also says, Kevin, do I have a pile building?
If you want a mystery box, I have one pretty much ready to go.
Oh, yeah. You want a mystery box? Yeah.
I have one ready to go. I can add that Batman into it for no extra charge.
Oh, cool.
So I can put a Executioner. I have these pirates.
Yeah. Ooh, that one's great. That one there on that one there is pretty great too.
He's cool in the black light, so I think I'm going to keep him in the dark right area.
He says yes on the mystery box. Missing Mars is apparently a wealthy man. Paranoid
But
Android. Gratu, did you
this one
ever
this
get
one's the
that
black
huge
light.
history of EC book by Tashin? It's a huge coffee table sized book. No, I wish I did, but no. Um,
I could put this. I don't have him up there.
yeah, that's good. Maybe you should. Yeah, yeah. You've got so much great stuff. You have one like that for sale, don't you?
Well, I have this for sale. These are 85. These
Oh,
are 70.
oh. See, that's the thing. The stuff on your wall. I don't know. Some of it's for sale, and some is your personal collection. Do you put signs on the ones that aren't for sale, or can
Everything's
you be
for
talking?
sale as long as I can get a new one, it's for sale.
This one is
Those.
this is 85. This green one's 85.
Yeah, it's huge. Look at this thing. It's as big as this one.
Wow.
I just
And
like
is
the
it
little
wearable?
snot.
Can you wear that, or is the hole big enough to put a head in it?
Yeah, so they put foam in there so it hits your head like a crown.
Oh,
It looks like it would be a little claustrophobic to put that thing on, though.
Yeah,
Well,
you look through
all the
right here.
masks are.
oh, there's some
You look through
slits.
right here.
You-
And then here's
That's
your
a
nose.
great mask. That's a
That
great
would look
mask.
pretty good. Like maybe in a tennis outfit, some casual wear or something.
Yeah.
Sweater, looking like one of the Menendez brothers.
You think it, well, that mask looks cheap
One kid
when you
up there.
compare it to the other one. But if you really just
Tennis
look at it
Academy.
objectively, it's an amazing mask. It's fantastic, in fact. Um,
It's too big to go over there.
Well,
wow.
that's a great price. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
for this,
really good price
I
for a
couldn't
Batman.
believe it. I
Yeah.
couldn't
That much.
believe it. I couldn't believe how cheap it was. Actually I thought this one would be like 100 at least minimum. Because this
No,
one's even bigger.
is that your cost or what you would sell that for?
No, I sell this for 69.99, and I sell
Oh,
this for 84.99.
okay. So there's obviously profit in there for you. So
Hey, can on that other one that's on the wall, can you see through those eyepieces? Are they clear?
Yeah. This is a 1998. These are $500. This is
good
over a
investment.
quarter century old. This one right here.
But the
Wow,
next
that's
time they
amazing.
release COVID, you can wear this mask into the supermarket and
Yeah,
Yeah, those are clear dome pieces.
that's
Where
cool.
this one it has just slits up here.
Oh, I see. So this is like a replica of that.
Well, kind of. This one's made a different sculpt, but it's based on this sculpt.
Okay.
yeah.
But it's really cool.
That's still a cool mask for 70. That's a great mask.
I know.
I like these how you have them these whatever these hanging um on the wall. Those are cool. They look good.
Yeah, it really is.
Your
It's
little
like the
hands holding up the masks, it looks like. Where did you get
Yeah,
those? They're
they're little arms. They're not very strong.
it's like
They
they're
don't.
from the same
They
planet,
break.
but different parts of the same planet. They're
how
If
much
you
is that Peter Lorre mask?
I paid. I want to say I paid like 150 for this.
Oh
Check
wow.
him out online. He has a website.
Oh, this is a real small he makes limited numbers,
Yeah,
right?
this kid and his dad have their own company.
Okay. Monster
have you
Resurrection Studios
I
on
think they live in.
Instagram.
I think they live in Vegas. Yeah,
have
Okay.
you heard from the guy that grew up in the town I live in that was going to make something for you lately?
I haven't heard from him lately, but I'm hoping he's gonna have that ready to go for me.
Oh, I'm sure it's a busy time of year for him.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush. I think I told him that. So I don't know what I'm gonna put up there.
That pirate is really cool. These are all really nice masks, man. All of them. The executioner.
Yeah, the executioner is really good.
Are those
They're-
is that Zagoni? Are any of these Zagoni or not?
This is Zagoni.
That executioner is.
Mhm.
So that's probably a fairly inexpensive mask. I mean, Zagoni is
No,
always
because
no.
it should be. Most of their masks are like $50, but this one
Right.
is 150 because it's like a collaboration with
Ah,
two different guys.
collector edition.
So he tells you when he actually poured the
Oh
latex
God,
and
he signed it. It's
he
autographed.
signed it. Yeah,
Yeah, so these are typically very affordable masks. And I mean,
yeah,
that's not unaffordable. I mean, what you get what you pay for. I'm sure it's high quality. They're great masks, but they're not. I like how inexpensive they are. I
yeah,
have a werewolf made by them that's fantastic. Great werewolf.
yeah. Their gorilla mask is really cool. All their masks are cool.
All of them are. You're right. All of the ape and chimp and gorilla masks are great. I think that that Trump is Zagoni, isn't it, or not?
Yeah, that's Zagoni.
That's the most flattering Trump mask you can find, and it was made by Zagoni Studio.
Yeah, that's why I ordered that one. I got a couple left.
oh, cool. What are the Trump masks going for?
50.
50.
50.
You got this guy where he's got a monster coming out of the top of his head.
Oh boy.
What's this one? Oh, this one is Count Dracula.
Oh, it's kind of cool. I like that.
It's a classic looking Dracula.
Kind of looks like Christopher Lee a little bit. Paranoid android.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I do.
Some-
I do want to put a Frankenstein right in the middle, but I just don't have one.
Man, why don't you put Donald Trump in the center? Do you think that would bother your customers?
No, it's just I don't think he should be with the monsters.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because people might think it's a negative thing. To me, it's positive to be with monsters, but um, wow.
Just keep them out. Yeah. Actually, just put them back in there and put a divider in there. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is gonna be my costume this year.
Many men wish death upon me.
Is thing
Blood in my eyes, dog. I can see.
is Halloween on a Thursday this year?
Not sure.
It would be great if I went down to the Mill Street Halloween parade, the costume jamboree that's going on here, and there's a whole bunch of people dressed up like Donald Trump. That would crack me up. It would be neat if it was like a popular costume this year.
Well, I
Yeah.
think in election years, I seems like I remember hearing that you can kind of tell by what mask sells the most who's going to win. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
haven't seen any
he's
Kamala
my biggest
Harris
selling mask.
masks.
He's my biggest selling mask of the year right now. He has Wolfman beat. Tell Missing Mards I said I got that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. He says he just paid you.
Yeah, I just got the alert.
Cool.
Here's a divider.
Well,
Actually, I have a Frankenstein, but it's It's cool, but I don't know if I should put it over there. Maybe I have two. Yeah, I have two Frankenstein.
Let's see him. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, maybe I'll put this one over there.
That's pretty good too.
I can put this Mo Man over there.
Oh, I forgot you had a swamp thing.
Oh,
Missing
my phone's
Mars.
shutting down. I have to plug it in.
Okay,
I'll be
Missing
back.
Mars is voting for Santa Frankie. So, so that wasn't the TV delivery, or was it?
No, no, I'm still looking. I'm still watching and waiting.
So, did you when you? Well, if you have a smart TV, it's probably got everything built into it. But I would recommend that you get a little cheap $20-$30 Roku.
Oh,
Uh,
I have everything is included. So
mhm.
this building has the cable's free. It has basic everything and it's got Wi-Fi. So
Oh,
all I do is plug my PlayStation in, bless you,
thank you.
and all I watch is YouTube, Amazon Prime, and Tubi. But all I have to do is plug in my stuff and it works here. Like I don't even have to have the Wi-Fi is so good here that I haven't even had to like adjust. Haven't had to press anything on my phone. My phone just works, and I'm not paying any Wi-Fi here. It automatically automatically hooks you up. It's free. It's part of the building. Wi-Fi cable is part of the building.
Hmm. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I canceled my AT&T Air yesterday.
Oh
I
man,
have to return the equipment tomorrow. I take the equipment tomorrow to the UPS store. You just give it to them and they mail it
yeah.
for you.
So getting rid of that will counterbalance now that you have to have air conditioning, probably somewhat, because it's. I don't think you have to run it super high. I just can't get my this tablet of my wife to work.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that much different. The thing is the rates where I moved from, even though I didn't I'll be using, probably almost the same amount or probably a little bit more here, but because of the rates are so much higher in San Francisco, everything here is like half or not half, more like 25 or 30% of the cost of what it is in the city. Everything is much, much cheaper than I'm used to.
I'm gonna check
Even all
something
the
out. I don't
groceries,
know.
everything is cheaper.
I don't know if I'm gonna disappear. If I do, just I'll be right back.
So we thank Elon because he helped a lot of people, probably saved a lot of lives. We thank him for the endorsement.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the truck, but it's not. My neighbor's Jeep.
He made that black hat so was selling. So what happened? I didn't even know he had it.
You guys want to look at some magazines real quick? Well, see, that's kind of cool too. Watch. So if you have like tile floors, this moves around pretty easily. I hope it's not going to fall, but it's pretty stable. All right. Monster World. Everybody needs this issue, right? Have a cool Yule with the ghoul.
All right. Did I disappear? What? Could you still see me? When
No, you were gone.
Oh, okay. What is? Does a picture show up when I disappear?
No, it
Just
was all black, or it was like your avatar or something.
do I have? Did it show an avatar? I don't. I didn't know I had an avatar.
I think it was just black. Maybe it was just black. Hey, look
Oh,
at
okay.
this. It's Atom Film World.
Okay. Be
This is like a
careful
real
with.
racy, really
Yeah.
racy magazine.
Yeah. Be careful with that one.
It
Maybe
doesn't
we
show
look.
anything.
Well, some of them do.
No, this one
Be,
doesn't. I already
okay.
looked at it. I already looked at it.
All
It's
right,
not
but just
showing
be.
it. It doesn't show anything.
All
It's
right.
just they're fully clothed.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
Maybe
like
we
it's
shouldn't open it though.
supposed film reviews of X-rated movies that were only being shown like in what is it called? Times Square, right?
Yeah, or art houses that play free French films or Swedish films.
This is
Yeah, I
random. I'm just pulling what was inside this that milk crate.
yeah I got that one right at the beginning of the pandemic. My wife bought that one for me from eBay. I think
I
because I
really
never
like
have
this new
had that.
font that they used to use. Don't you like that? The
Yeah, like
eerie,
a West. It's like it's from a Western magazine.
yeah.
It's great. Yeah, that cover is fantastic. I wonder who painted that cover. That one I always loved. If you hold it close to the camera, you can see that the girl that I guess that's supposed to be Nova because she's blonde. You can see she's been shot. There's a blood spray coming from her back, which I thought was a kind of morbid thing to show on a magazine aimed at 14-year-olds. Yeah.
Oh, oh, you know what? It's okay.
What's okay?
There's no nudity. It's just she's just in a negligee. But this is a totally X-rated magazine, guys. This is a competitor of Playboy at the time. And in a way, it's even better than Playboy, in my opinion. It's the man's home companion, Adam. I can't show the back, though. It's more literature than pornography, though. Here's this Castle of Frankenstein 50th anniversary special that guy Dennis Struck Tennis put out. The guy from Scary
Uh-huh.
Monsters about 10 years ago. Look, see, it was 50. This was $25. Look, only 2,500 cents.
Yeah, I have that actual real issue.
And it's nice.
Um,
It's the whole first issue.
yeah. I think there was one before it called Journal of Frankenstein, but I think that's very rare. But that is the first Castle of Frankenstein.
New evidence. Are you guys concerned about hearing about some new evidence that's been released in the Richthofen mystery?
What mystery was there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember hearing about Carol Chessman, the killer. Someone even wrote a song about Chessman, like a kind of a country song. So
Wait,
where's it from? What state? Massachusetts?
isn't this from where Last Frontier Comics is from? It's Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know if he's still watching.
I don't necessarily know that he's from here, but he mentioned this a couple times when he was talking about the locations of stores or conventions the other day. It's an interesting address, 84 and a half Providence Street, isn't it? Lots of jobs. Oh, how about just like one more? This is perfect. This is an Atlas magazine.
Oh.
If I can get it. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Is that your TV, maybe?
Yeah, that's my son telling me that to let him know when the TV gets here and he'll come right over.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is the last magazine. I just pulled this one out because I got to get up and stretch my back and I got to go
Yeah.
check on the TV. Anyway,
Yeah,
this
no
is the
problem.
last thing. This is did you know Atlas made magazines? See?
Oh, okay. That I thought you meant Atlas Seaboard, but yeah, okay, sure, right.
Yeah, and
Well,
they made Stag. This was probably it was one of the most popular, longest running men's magazines. It's also the one I
yeah.
remember the most. Anyway, this is the one that I bought years ago, like, I don't know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago when I started the channel. And
Oh,
inside of here is the ad for Meyer Greenblatt. This is how I got the name.
yeah. Move that in a little closer. Uh, does it say his age is 37?
Yeah.
So how old would that make him now?
Uh, Let me think. This is from
What?
1950, 53.
Ooh,
He's like over 100. He's dead, right?
yeah.
He was
Oh, I always
37
thought
in
that Meyer Greenblatt
1953.
was a little kid.
No,
What?
no, he was a grown man. He was a 37-year-old man filling out the coupon for a bodybuilding course that he
Yeah.
never sent away for.
What
That's
is?
what's kind of
Yeah.
funny about it.
What is the address? What state is it in?
It's Cottage Grove, Illinois. No, it's Chicago, Illinois, 5153 Cottage Grove. So I looked it up and
Yeah.
it looked like it's no longer a residence. It looked like it's some sort of an industrial area now. I looked it up like 4 years ago.
So his
Probably,
house has been
I can't
demolished.
remember when I started this channel, like 3 or 4 years ago. I had the channel prior to that where I just filmed surfing videos, but then 3 or 4 years ago, I switched to this stuff that I've been doing. And I couldn't think of a name, and I randomly was reading this and I saw that name, and that's totally how the name came. But it wasn't a kid and it wasn't from a comic book. It's a bodybuilding coupon from Stag magazine from 1953. Meyer Greenblatt was a guy from Chicago that lived on Cottage Grove Avenue, I guess.
You should tell that story again on your channel for new, because you got a
Oh,
lot of new people.
I have a whole video that tells the whole story. The
I
video
know,
is titled "Who is Meyer Greenblatt?"
I know,
It
but
was my
for new
100th
viewers,
video, or either my 100th subscriber video. It
but
might have been the
most
video I made when I had 100 subscribers.
most people never watch anything but the most recent video, though. I think might be time to tell the story again. As long as the magazine's out handy, that's just what I would do. Oh boy, that's cool.
Okay, I gotta go for a sec. Okay.
All right, I'll see it. So. I don't know if the Trump rally's still going on, but it's still going on here because I rewound there's a Trump rally going on right now. I trust me, I will watch it later. I question whether I should go on live while there's a Trump rally going on because that's disrespectful. Also, with while everyone's suffering in Florida, but I've got to find the Milton the Monster comic, and it doesn't look like I'm going to find it. But oh, this is the by the way. Milton the Monster show, the Milton the Monster show complete series. It's a three, no, two DVD set. Um, Bonus features include Hal Seeger home movies, Milton and Fearless Fly, at the New York City Toy Fair. Sheriff for a Day, a live action short featuring Fluky Luke. Test footage for the live action short Sheriff for a Day and bonus cartoon Wilbur the Wanted. And this came from Shout. We were just talking about the Shout channel on YouTube. They put out disc. That Shout channel is just a promo channel to get you to buy these box sets. They'll let you watch. They'll have marathons of shows to get you interested in buying the disc sets. Is what's going on with Shout. So anyway, I'd much rather go watch the hurricane footage, but I'll show some comics to you. Those of you 8 viewers that have stuck with us, I think most people. Oh, someone left. I insulted the viewers, and someone left. No, it's not that I just kind of want to go see what's happening because I'm very concerned about the people in Florida. Oh, the reason I was walking over there, I had a reason actually, just to get some of these new comics that I just got to put into these gold key boxes while the gold key boxes are out. I'm also, I was going to look at my golden age boxes. I checked them earlier and I did not see the the Monster book in there. Okay. Gold key, gold key, gold key. All right. So I've got some gold key books that I need to file into these boxes that I just got. You may have seen me unbox these the other day. Um, all right. Let's put them in order. Quick Draw McGraw, Huckleberry Hound. There's an Odd Casper. That needs to go with the Harvey comics. This is called New Terry Tunes, so I'm not going to file it under Heckle and Jekyll. It's going to be New Terry Tunes, so that would be P Q. Tom and Jerry would go after Q. And let's put these in order. This does Alan the Cat get freaked out when Darth Vader reads the Bible? Um, he Alan the Cat would look over at the clock, but maybe he's used to it now. This is the domain. This floor and the basement are kind of where Alan the Cat hangs out. True the dog, it used to be the opposite. Well, but Drew the dog now has the third floor or the second floor if you don't count the basement. That's kind of where she hangs out. And she doesn't want the cat coming up there. Uh, so they have a turf war, but over in this floor, it's kind of like common ground. And okay, I was getting these glasses out for a reason. Uh, I still can't read it. Damn, damn. Oh, these aren't for close up. That's why. I need this, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this is September of 71. This one is October of 71. September, October. These are consecutive issues, so obviously it's same original owner. Um, October of 72. February of 72.
That we have to monitor whether it's going to be passed on to consumers. But I'm going to tell you that no reason not to actually put a fee, and that's in particular carbon.
June of 71.
Going to significantly raise taxes. Taxes are going to have to go up. Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala,
September 71. June. This is the oldest one. This. Okay, this is Marvel.
Taxes again. No taxes on tips.
So amazing. All right. So
So I gave you, as you know, the largest tax cut in the history of our country.
this box, see the handsome Gotham City Comics sticker on the front. Oh, maybe I should put the link here. There were some other people that said they were going to come on tonight, but they may have stopped in and couldn't find the link. The link is always there. Anyone's welcome to come on, especially if you're in Florida and could talk to us about what's going on. I appreciate you, loyal. Oh, someone appears immediately upon me posting that. Oh, Gotham's back.
My phone died. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if you
know.
can hear me.
Yeah,
It's
you
dying.
warned us. And I think Meyer's checking on whether his TV is being delivered.
Yeah, I just got. It's not here yet still,
Oh,
but I communicated with my son. We're just waiting. It says on the thing, it's as close as can be to being delivered, but it's not. And it's supposed. It just says it'll arrive by 8. So that's a full 2.5 hours from now. But it's still, I don't know, hasn't been moved. And I mean, it's right up there. It looks anyway. I'm waiting.
Is it from Amazon?
Yeah, but it's Amazon's not delivering it. I think Best Buy delivers it.
oh.
In the history of the world, which is what we
Been a
I
long
was at
time since I've
Walmart.
been in a Best Buy.
I don't think they have Best Buys anymore.
Oh, really? They went
Maybe they
under?
do. Although most of the ones out here, I think, did.
tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on social security benefits
No
for
tax on tips.
seniors.
Yeah. Overtime will affect me if they don't tax overtime because I do overtime. And I guess in a few years it'll affect me with Social Security.
Remember,
Uh,
they tried copying me. They gave it up. They gave it up. You know why? That wasn't they got.
yeah, we don't have many people watching because I think people are tuned into an all-star lineup on another channel. Like they've got there's Charlton 66 and Captain Strange Life's over there, and Captain Strange Life said he'd drop by this show when he's done with that show, but he may, I don't know if he'll still feel like it.
Are you going to do the
Um,
costume contest this year since he isn't going to do it this year?
Made in America.
well, I don't know how to. Oh, I guess I could do a costume contest. I don't have any prizes. I could give away a used can of dog food, an empty can of dog food. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I could do a costume contest. I don't know who would judge it. I'd have to think it
The
out.
audience, maybe the audience judges it.
I was just going to come on and show monster magazines and comics, and I may not. I don't even know 100% that I'll do it. I mean, I need to talk it out with my wife. I've already scheduled it, but she may have other plans on Halloween night that I haven't even
I'll put a
consulted her.
I'll put a prize package together. Maybe like a first, second, and third prize.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well then we could promote it. I'm sure she would appreciate a show like that. But we'll see. There aren't many people that come on this show. There's a lot of people that watch it, but but most of those people that watch this show don't like the show. They just watch it because they hate me, I think, because they never come on. But anyway,
If you do a costume contest, I think people will come on.
oh yeah, maybe people will come to, yeah.
It's an open
Um,
invitation for anybody
yeah,
that
that's
wants.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we could do that. That sounds
I'll
cool.
do a I'll do a first, second, and third prize. I'll put them together. I'll put them
Yeah,
together soon so you can start advertising for it.
sounds good. I'm gonna remove this tape from this comic that I. This is from that claim sale. I got this from someone that's on that other show right now. That psychotronic sticky goose, psychotronic squirt gun. I keep wanting to say psychotronic sticky goose. It's it's about as bad condition as you possibly could get. Let me get myself full screen for a minute.
It
But I
looks
only
okay
paid
from here.
$2.
Oh, I see the spine now. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's pretty toasted. The thing on these claim sales is you gotta, like, you see something old and you immediately claim, and then they take it out and show it, and then you go, oh man, it's got a lot of damage, but it's $2. Might as well. I just wish they said, well, this next one has this damage, and then they show it. Then I don't know. It is too bad. You know what's interesting is I don't ever remember seeing ads like that in Gold Key. Um, and this is from 64, August of 64. But it's okay. I mean, it's perfectly readable. It's all there. Oh, that's really cool. Look at, I guess around 64, Gold Key had some good ads. This is an ad for early Barbie.
Are those guns for
Mid,
Barbie to hold?
no, but it looks like it is, but it's it says toys for you boys too. But it sure does look like they're accessories for Barbie. This is a great ad. See, this is well worth $2. It's just it was real stressful because you have to bid against Missing Mars because he wants all these same books. And he's real quick with his he's quick on the draw. And he he buys all the cool stuff from these claim sales. Uh, and I'm not cut out for claim sales. I'm giving up on it. I'm only going to shop from Gotham City Comics. It's not that I dislike the guys; they're perfectly fine. It's just I don't like being a part of a claim sale because it makes me nervous. Because then I'll see something I really want, and someone else will get it from under me, and it's like, I can't.
The only live sale that I'll ever watch is Pedal and Pete,
Paddle and Pete is the guy, man,
and
and
I don't even. I just like the entertainment, and then it's not even
right.
about the book.
Even my
Every
wife
once in a
loves Pedal and Pete. How do you? Is there one scheduled upcoming?
he was
What's
on live. He was on live the other night, and I was on there with him, and he was just showing baseball cards,
oh
and he got nobody else was watching, I think, except for me. There was other people there, but they weren't saying anything, and he got mad because nobody else was saying anything.
well, it's real awkward when you tune into someone and there's only like two people watching, and you figure, man, if I tune, I don't want to keep watching, but if I leave, the person's going to be devastated because then there'll only be one person watching.
Yeah,
And it's sometimes that way with there's one show where they read comic books and I go on, oh, there's three people watching, if I leave I'm going to feel like a creep. But if there's 40 people watching it, you figure, oh, I can leave it. You just, these are people you don't even really know, but you just feel like you don't want to hurt their feelings. This is
Hey,
a
I'm
heck.
opening boxes. I just found a box of kaiju, of like Ultraman kaiju.
Oh yeah, well, we're going to you for sure. That's better than Huckleberry Hound. Not that there's anything wrong with Huckleberry Hound. Ah, look.
Okay, let's go through them. I'm just gonna pull them out. These are gonna be displayed on this shelf somewhere. I can't see where it is right now, but if they're gonna go on a shelf. This is all Japanese vinyl. Most of it is stuff that I picked up in San Francisco over the last 15 years.
Yeah, San Francisco, you can get this stuff pretty easily. I asked you before if that store Kimona, my house, was still there. I don't remember what you said.
I don't know if it is now. It was there. I've been there many times.
It's like, okay.
So cool. Look at this.
Yeah, that guy's from. Is he from Ultra Q?
Yeah, I think this is either Ultra Q. It's some incarnation of Ultraman. Most of these are Ultraman, and then some of these, like this is Marine Boy. This is a
Is that a
big tall
Sofubi?
figure. This is a big tall figure that came from Japan. Like a friend of mine brought it back. This came out of one of those a big machine. Like
That's a
big,
Sofubi, right?
big
Sofubi
rock.
figure?
What's that?
Is that a Sofubi?
Yeah, it's a Sofubi.
It's
Yeah,
hollow. They're
that's
hollow
Yeah,
from
figures. Yeah.
it's
that's from
hollow.
actually.
It's
Oh,
well painted. It's got articulation.
is that from when the cartoon was on the air or from later?
No, this is probably from the 90s, late
Oh,
90s,
okay,
maybe.
all
I
right.
don't know exactly what year, but this came inside of a plastic bag with a header card. With all
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's
pretty.
so many of those things. You could have a whole store just with those.
Earlier, someone was asking you about other comic stores in your area. Meyer, is
Oh
there
yeah.
any that you have to drive to that have older comics?
That's a
Yeah.
cool thing.
There's places within a half hour of that kind of fulfill all of those needs. Places like Nevada City, Yuba City, Marysville, and then also Sacramento is about an hour and a half away, and everything is in Sacramento. So in about an hour, you can get to the big city, and there's everything there.
You need to go to Anthony's store. He has a
Yeah, yeah,
he has
it's
a
right there.
co-op.
I walk by it all the time. I always go out early in the morning, so it's never open when I take my morning walk. But I'll be going there soon. I'm going to buy a
Yeah,
bunch of stuff from him.
I just remember you. I did ask you that question, and you've already answered it. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, I
That's
just
a
opened
town
this.
where everybody wakes up at like noon.
Oh wow.
This is an older Ultraman, also from obviously from Japan. All this stuff is from Japan. I don't know why I would say it's from Japan. It's all from Japan, but this is an older one, child's toy with articulation, probably from the 90s.
Yeah, I just opened
All
a.
the other stuff we've been looking at is all stuff that present day you can acquire this stuff. Some of it's really pricey though. Like you would be surprised. One of these you're like, oh, $10. Okay, wow. But then it turns out that there's one that's not $10. It's like instead for some reason this one is $60. Even though when I bought it, it was like $7 or $8. But
That's
you know,
pretty cool, is why.
certain ones increase in. Here's another Marine Boy Sofubi like cartoon type figure. This is about
Only
10
seen
years
a
old.
few episodes of Marine Boy. I never grew up with that cartoon, but it seems great.
Look at this, isn't this cool?
Yeah, that's fantastic. I wish human beings really looked like that. Let's see.
I would just buy stuff for aesthetic reasons. I don't have any connection to the cartoon Marine Boy or to Ultraman. I do, but not enough to where I know the names of all of these characters and stuff. I just watch them
Oh
when I was
yeah,
a kid, mainly the main ones. So I just love the aesthetics of it all. I like the feeling of the material of these toys. I like the design. I like
right.
the paint applications, and I like the concept that every one of these figures we've been looking at, except for the animation ones, the Marine Boy ones, these are made as suits to have actors wear them
Yeah,
to jump around in. So it's kind of funny that the toy itself is based on a costume that an adult wore. Right?
right.
This guy's name is like King Caesar or something like that. I forget his name. I always screw it up. This is a cool figure. Look at this.
Man, you got quite a collection of these guys.
This is just one box. There's multiple boxes.
Were these on display in your old apartment?
No, these were boxed up so that they didn't acquire dust. These are still like new. They've never really seen the light of day other than
Or
that they were on display. I took the tags off of them.
will they be on display now, or are they going to go right back into?
No, I have a shelf in mind that all of the kaiju is going to go on. And then at the bottom is one tag. So they all come with these little tags on them that are all in, obviously in Japanese. So there's two sets. There's Ultra Hero 500 and Ultra Monster 500. Some of the figures that we've been looking at have been the heroes, some have been the monsters, but the idea is there's 1,000 total. Nothing on the inside except some numbers, and then the Japanese legal stuff on the back, but
Right.
that's it. Right.
Well, Paranoid Android's saying a great channel for the hurricane coverage is called Max Velocity. I wonder if there's anybody that's actually live streaming that stayed. The one that I always go to is Blazing Press, but oh, let me see there. I used
Oh,
to
that's
know a guy in high school that looked
Conan the
exactly like
Adventurer.
that.
That's Conan the Adventurer from the cartoon, right?
Yeah, there was a guy named Marty back in high school, and he was kind of a short guy, but he started lifting weights and had his hair like that and was really muscular like Schwarzenegger. And he was a bouncer in a club where people remove clothing. And but he was a really nice guy, very soft spoken, like he was into Tai Chi, and everything. But I wonder what happened to him.
I got to go. I'll be back. I'm going to check on the TV. Hang on.
All right, sounds good.
Wages that rose at a level never seen before. We ended the NAFTA disaster, canceled.
I guess
TPP, which would have taken all of your business out of Pennsylvania, withdrew from the ridiculous.
I'm filing Gold Key Comics. This is another one I just got from that claim sale.
I want to call
Big
it
draw
the
McGraw.
Pennsylvania Climate Accord, not the Paris.
Um,
We had to pay $1 trillion.
P
Russia had to pay.
E Q. Ooh, I need to not say that letter on YouTube because they may think I'm talking about something else. Um, R. Matey for Rat Patrol. Now all I've got to do is get these. I have 5 Tom and Jerry's from the early 70s that won't go in this box because this box seems to end with S. So they would be in the final box. I don't think they're going to fit in there, though. I remember that box was kind of tight. Well, I'll check out Max Velocity in a little bit. I'm still recording this Trump speech.
And nobody really did ask him the question, right? I want the big case in he had a similar type of face.
No, I'm just staying on with the thought that Captain Strangelove might come on because he said he would try to come on tonight. But I'd just as soon be in bed right now, even though it's not even 8 o'clock. I
So he doesn't have to stand back. So think of this.
I get up early in the morning.
But he's allowed to be the president.
Okay, well, at this point, well, I don't have a very big Tom and Jerry collection. I have this one when it was still Dell, and it says still 10 cents.
Oh,
Because we were comparing the two of them.
Ooh? Who says ooh? And here's the Whitman one.
I stood up to China like nobody has ever stood up before, bringing in.
Why do these smell like perfume?
And remember, I said it before, nobody ever brought in 10 cents, not one of them, not 10 cents. You check those records.
Weird,
We have
man.
the most secure border in U.S. history, fully rebuilt the United States
is it
military.
perfume or is it
Beautiful,
maybe
beautiful.
Nog Champa? I get that a lot. Collections with that Nog Champa on them.
Not since Air Force.
Well, do you think potheads reading? They could have been reading Tom and Jerry. Yeah, that Nag Champas. Yeah, it could be Nag Champa. I just one of those I got from the claim cell opened up and it smelled like Play-Doh. I swear. Either maybe I've got COVID and I'm smelling weird things.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
got.
coming from this one. I think this was owned by a girl. It smells. How long does the smell of perfume last?
I just want to produce for you. I don't care about that.
I don't know, man. It's got some weird shit where it. Look at this weird dust pattern here. I don't know what's on this. I hope it's not fentanyl.
Years of peace and prosperity, and that's what we have.
Anyway,
Hands with people, sir.
I don't
It
know.
was so good when you were president.
I don't know what I'm smelling. Anyway, this is my Tom and Jerry collection before,
It's terrible.
and so I'll add these Tom and Jerry's to it.
I need to find that Barbie ad.
That Barbie ad.
Yeah,
What comic was it in again? It was in.
it was one with the blue dog on it. It was a. It wasn't Huckleberry Hound.
There's Jimmy Carter.
It
What
was a
was it?
gold key.
Yeah. Well, I'll rewatch the stream and see what comic, and I could make a color copy at some point. At some point in my life, when I get near a color machine. Um,
I just need to send you a. I have a. I have a machine I don't use, but you have to buy ink, and that's why I don't use it because I don't like paying for ink.
well, how do you not pay for ink?
These new printers, they have like refillable ink where you don't have to buy the cartridge.
And how does that work?
The cartridges are expensive. The ink's cheap, but it's the cartridge that costs a lot. It's like
Oh,
like
so you
20
don't
or $30 for a cartridge.
so you don't have to buy a piece of plastic. You just get the liquid.
Yeah, the liquid's real cheap.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Well, I'll let my wife know that. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. Um,
Yeah, because I was spending more on cartridges every week than I could have just saved the money and just bought a brand new printer
what
and it
brand
already
is
had.
good? Is it like Hewlett Packard? Is that like the best brand, or is there a
I don't
particularly good?
know. Let me see which one I have. Let me see.
Okay. I want one that would make like photo quality prints, or if you framed them, it would just look like a photo. Well, I've got some books that are displaced at the end, so I'm gonna have to start a new box with
And
W and
it's called an Epson printer.
Epson. Oh, okay. That's a name that is
They're at
that I
Walmart. They're
know.
cheap. They're cheap and they work.
Okay. Well, this has got a backing board of a cheap. It'd be
And you
better
don't even
not
need a
to be
computer. You
bagged
can
with
just,
this thing.
as long as you got Wi-Fi, you just hook it up to your Wi-Fi, and then your phone is already on Wi-Fi, so you just print straight from your phone to the
Well, that's
machine.
great.
And I'll tell you, there's more
Yeah.
spirit now than I've ever seen. I'm talking about
Look, Spooky is dressed up like a demon. Tell it's spooky, and then see he's in disguise.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is one of the ones I got for $2. It's nice. The cover's still slick, and I mean it's just in good condition, but it's I like it. Uh,
But now you see, but now you see,
and it is
you know, the president has tremendous
from
a president.
probably about 1968. I'm guessing. Let's see what it says.
Look at the whole world is laughing.
September '69.
5 years ago, we were respected. Your president was respected, and our country was respected. And Viktor Orban, one of the toughest leaders in the world, is strong through the
Have
president.
you been to Target lately, Kevin?
No, I haven't. I was thinking about going maybe and seeing what's left over because they're already pulling out Christmas things, I think, now.
Yeah, the Dollar General near me has contracted the Halloween stuff to just a tiny part of an aisle, maybe one quarter of an aisle. They still have some candy, but it's all Christmas stuff now.
Did you
Several
hear
aisles.
Spirit? They said a lot of the Spirit stores are going to convert to Christmas stores for the first time.
I heard that, so they just keep the same lease. I saw a Spirit. It works. Spirit of Christmas. It works. It's as opposed to haunted spirits. It's kind of clever. If they could just figure out a way to stay open all year long, and just capitalize on whatever holidays are coming up,
Well, I
then
think some of the stuff can just stay there, like Nightmare Before Christmas can just stay there.
yeah.
Yeah, Frankenstein, you just put a Santa hat on him and he can stay there too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are people like us that aren't people that just get out their stuff at Halloween time, the horror monster stuff. We have it up all year long. And maybe there's enough of those people around like us. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, that would keep a business like Spirit open all year long.
Mhm.
Um, but
You can do Silent Night, Deadly Night.
it would be really a good thing, yeah, for our economy, because these are big stores that, the thing about Spirit is that's depressing is these are big major anchor stores that have gone out of business, that Spirit comes in and just rents the shell for a couple of months every year. But that's just a sign of the decline of our economy, that those businesses are empty. And so if they can uh, figure out a way to stay there, so that we don't have this eyesore of empty businesses. Um, but
Yeah, nobody hangs out at malls anymore, so malls are dead.
yeah. Well, I guess kids just hang out at their house and live in the world of their phone and their computer, or mainly their phone, I guess, because I don't know. People don't go to see movies, but then movies aren't, most of them aren't very good. And I think people are just probably would be perfectly happy, like in the Matrix, being put into a pod and just living in a virtual reality world while they're being sucked off of by computers. I don't know.
There's these great malls, and a couple of my customers are moving to Thailand to save money. For $600, you can live like a king in Thailand. And there's malls. There's 8 level malls, where each level is a different thing. There's arcades that are straight out of the 80s and 90s. Just crazy things, like a whole level just of action figures, a whole level just of cool bootleg shirts, a whole level just video games.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Probably be a lot of people moving out of the country if Kamala Harris wins, but she's not going to win. Um, Paranoid Android says, I miss KB stores. Yeah.
The thing about KB that was cool, you could get all those good deals.
The
They
toy
would do those
store.
closeout.
Yeah.
They would do the closeouts where you get like three for, I don't know, $5 or $10. You get like 3 action figures.
Yeah. Well, what I remember is a toy store in San Antonio when I was a little kid called Kitty City. And it was a big giant store like a Toys R Us. But Toys R Us, I never saw Toys R Us until I was older. Probably
Yeah,
eh,
Kitty
13,
City turned into
14.
Toys R Us later. Out here it was Lionel Play World, and then Lionel Play World in I would say in 1989. 1989, it turned from Lionel Play World to Toys R Us.
Oh, okay. Well, Kitty City was bought by Lionel, and it became Lionel something. That was after I moved from San Antonio. Gary Davis says, "Ugh, ugh, ugh."
Hold on, I'll be back in a second. Hold
Gary,
on.
you're welcome to come on. It would be great if you did, man. Be fantastic. I assume you're not working,
Oh.
so come on and explain what "ugh" means. Um, we're starting to get some viewers, so I guess the other show must have ended. Let me see if it did. Let me go check here.
Tampon Kim's family.
They're still going, I think, over there. I don't know. I work at that media play. I work at that media play. I don't have any idea what you're talking about, Gary. Are you out of your mind? Come on, click the link, man. Come on the show. People are gonna think that's what Kevin really looks like. We should just say that's Kevin. He's a long-haired, very plastic-looking person.
You know, these people coming in, I believe they do it for the votes. They really want to get them on the voting rolls. The amazing thing is, a poll came out the other day with
Yeah,
Hispanics. First time ever it happened.
Gary Davis, one of the best collections this side of Forest Ackerman. Missing Mars says, old story, best store, best deals. Whatever happened to them? They went out of business. Store needs to make money to survive. Yeah, yeah. Well, now I don't know what caused stores to go out of business. Kids don't play with toys now, for the most part. They don't. Um, everything's on a screen now. So it's older people that buy toys and comic books. And I never thought I'd say, hey, put one of those new killer Batman books in my pile. I would have thought no. But then he explained that it actually is kind of cool. Oh, Captain Strangeliffe is here. Hello, Captain Strangeliffe. How are
Hey.
you?
Oh, not too bad. How's you guys doing?
All right, all right. Let's. Oh, someone else is coming in. It's
I don't know
Gary
how
Von
long I'm gonna
Davis.
last, man. I'm pretty tired, but I'm wanted to come in for a while.
No, come on. Let's just stay for a little bit. Gary, turn your phone sideways. Looks like he's
Sorry.
already sacked out for the night. That's
Is
all
that
right. We
better?
need a CinemaScope view.
Hey,
Let's see. One guy ain't there,
how
the
you
other
doing?
guy's sleeping, and I'm half in the bag.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Have you heard anything about the hurricane,
Hey.
Hans?
No, I was on the other stream, all this time, and I don't know what's going on. I wanted to check it, but I wanted to get
Yeah.
on here too. If I go upstairs and start looking at the TV, I probably won't get back down here.
Well,
So
I was talking to Hans the other day and saying, why don't you just start using your iPhone and record with that, and then you could be more mobile? Because you're saying you
yeah,
hate going down to the basement because you're so crowded now. And I said, well, use your phone and you can go anywhere. But
yeah, but then I gotta walk through all this crap, man. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna experiment with it, and
well,
then
you don't have to walk through that. What I would do is just take a little short box upstairs and just
uh,
film it upstairs where you
it's
got elbow room.
yeah, that's true. But it's uncomfortable up there because I don't have a comfortable chair there. That's the other problem. I'm screwed no matter what I do. So I'm gonna
Well,
experiment around a little bit.
there's
I
not a
think
comfortable chair in your entire house that you could use for a brief show.
right here, this one right down here,
That's
and
your.
my wife said she's gonna buy me a new chair. Like a captain's chair I can put down here that can swing around and is easier on my back and everything. So we'll see how
Well,
that works. And as far as your Halloween special that you're going to be doing it, right?
I guess. I mean, Kevin asked me, and I looked, and I'd already made one, but I haven't promoted it. But if you want to do one, I'd be
No, no,
more than
I don't
happy.
want to. I don't want to do one this year. I don't. It's going to be too much for me.
The,
But I
the
could
only
be on
reason
yours.
the only reason I can do it is the town. Everyone agrees in the town that they celebrate Halloween the Sunday night before Halloween,
Uh
and
huh.
that's when all the kids trick or treat. So I'm not going to have to worry about kids coming or doorbells ringing. So I could do a show on Halloween night,
Well,
and
if
that
you
would
do,
be fun.
if you do, let me know. I'll be on.
Yeah, Kevin said that he'd put some prizes together. Yeah,
Yeah,
last year I won that EC comic from you. That was
yeah,
fantastic. And it was like I was the second prize winner. And I said, oh, the first place guy is going to choose the EC. And he didn't choose it. I couldn't believe it. And it's
yeah.
like
That
I,
was
I
something
wound
else.
up getting what I thought was the best prize. And I came in Second,
Hey, what the hell is that?
it's let's give him a full screen for a minute. It's
What the hell is that?
a Conan
That's
the
freaking cool.
it's Conan, but he's based on a Saturday morning cartoon that not many people remember.
Uh-oh, looks like he's doing something that he shouldn't be doing. Not in
Yeah,
public
I
anyway.
know. But,
Oh.
Kevin, he shouldn't be doing that in public, you know.
man,
Yeah, don't be doing that in public. That was bad.
that is great. So, man,
My daughter, I think, was watching the other stream. She's in Florida, in Miami, but
mm,
she's starting to watch all the YouTube videos. She finally got YouTube. She never had it before. So she might be watching this.
well, I flipped over there and saw there was Higgy Pop and
Yeah, a bunch of new
Metarog.
guys.
Yeah, the new guys do this sale on this claim sale, and I tuned in the other day, and
Uh-huh.
there was a '60s Metamorpho comic, and no one was claiming it, and I thought, well, I better claim that. But I claimed it, then I realized, oh, now I've got to get more comics because to get free shipping, you've got to get 10 books, and
Yeah.
I found some good stuff, but you have to keep because I
Got to
don't
pay
know
a
where
lot
they
for
get all these
shipping.
books.
Yeah.
They have all these books that they're selling for $2 each, which means they must be getting them for $1 each or less in
Right.
quantity from somewhere. And
Well,
and a lot of them are just modern stuff that I don't care about. Then sprinkled in will be a Harvey comic or
uh-huh.
like I got this from the claim sale from Psychotronic Squirt Gun, the blonde
Yeah.
guy.
Right. Yeah, he's great.
And then the other guy that does it, Cheap Comic Collector, I got 10 from him, and they're in Orlando right now, so they're probably going to be delayed getting to me because he's in Florida. The other guy's in Seattle or Tacoma or somewhere around in the Pacific Northwest. They seem like nice guys. They just kind of appeared on the scene, kind of like Higgy Pop just appeared out of nowhere and
Yeah, I'm
became.
subscribed to all those guys, and that's the first. I was surprised that they were all under. I didn't know they were going to be on that show, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy from this guy. You know, he sells on Whatnot, and I know him now through Leo from Time Travel Comics, and this guy has a lot of. Besides Whatnot, he has invite only, certain people that he knows, that he trusts, and we'll go to his house and buy stuff. And I was going through those long boxes. I picked up a lot of Silver Age and Bronze Age stuff for $1 each.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I
Can you
can,
show a preview of some of those? I know you're going to do a show where you show all of them, but or
yeah,
several
I'm trying to
shows.
look. Let's see. I got some of them here if you want. This is I
Sure.
bought 101. This is the one book that cost a little bit more. It cost me $10. This one did.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a cool one. I've never seen that cover.
Got a
I remember those.
kind of a haunted house, ghost cover. And
Yeah.
so he said 20, and I said, nah, I'll give you 10 for it. And he said, it's old, So I picked it up for $10. Everything else was $1. I went through those boxes. I couldn't believe it, man. A lot of great deals.
Was it in someone's house?
Yeah, but he moved everything into the garage, so we went over to this house, and went to his house into the back, and then he had it all in the garage. This is one of the
Oh,
things.
cool.
$1.
Sometimes those garage sales can be some of the best things you can find things at.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a garage sale. This was his, his regular business. What he does, he goes all over the Midwest buying collections, and then he sells on Whatnot, and occasionally he sells by invitation only at his house.
Wow. That's cool.
Wait a minute. No, that's not. I didn't pick this up from him. This was from. I picked that up somewhere else for half price. It's got a price tag on it.
Was that?
This,
I'm sorry. Did that say Dark Mansion?
the other one? Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
Forbidden Tales of Dark Mansion.
Huh. I've never seen that before. That's really cool.
I didn't pick
Yeah.
this up at that guy's house. The guy's name is Cheese and Keys.
That comic I never bought when I was a kid. I think because of the logo just didn't strike me. Like the other logos are so cool, and that one just
Yeah.
isn't quite as neat, you know.
Oh,
I've never even heard of that. That's crazy.
I bought this at Fan Expo from this one dealer. He had everything half off, so this was $3.
What it is, Gary, is DC decided they were doing these horror comics, and then they also did these horror comics kind of aimed at girls that were kind of
Yeah.
like gothic romance, dark shadows style, and that grew
Sure.
out of one of those. It's like Forbidden Tales of Gothic Love, you know, and it's based, and they
Yeah.
have dark there because dark shadows, you know, it's all.
I just showed us, didn't I?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Louis
great. I don't
Dominguez.
have that
Cool.
one.
Louis
And
Dominguez, Argentine artist.
you got to
I was
start
gonna
saying
say
Luis.
that looks almost like Bernie Wrightson, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, he was a great artist. This guy here, Louis
See,
Dominguez.
you say Louis Dominguez, he sounds
Yeah,
like a baseball player, but it's Luis.
yeah,
Luis.
Luis. I always call him Louis. I always call him Louis.
Yeah, but you know, people like Paulo Costa are gonna just roll their eyes when you do that.
Oh, God.
Or
No,
my wife, you know, just like
baseball is very, very good to me.
but it's Luis. It's not Louis.
Yeah, but everybody calls him. I don't. No, it's Lois. Is it
No, it's Luis. It's the Spanish spelling.
right?
It's just,
Luis, which is
I mean,
Lewis,
it's
right?
no Louis is Louis. It's the same
Yeah, I
name, but
think
it's different.
Luis.
It's
I
like
think it's Luis.
Jorge and George, you know.
Lo is Lois.
Lois.
No,
Lois is
no,
Lois.
no, it's Luis.
Right.
It's
Luis.
not Lois,
I know
Luis.
it's not Lois. I'm just saying that.
but it's these little weird things where it's, you know just how to pronounce it. Like
Louis.
yeah, and
Louis.
it's like and like everyone says George Perez, but it's George Perez. You
George
just got to
Perez.
note. Yeah, you got to put the syllable. You got to put the emphasis on the first syllable so you
Right.
can
George
pronounce
Perez.
it just right. And when you do that, it shows just a little bit of extra respect to these great artists, and then
Yeah.
everyone's gonna, wow, what a cool person! They're showing they know how to pronounce the name. But there's so many names I've always mispronounced, and names I'm still not sure how to pronounce, like
So here's another Louis Dominguez.
Luis.
Luis Dominguez.
Say Luis.
Luis Dominguez.
That's cool.
And the other name that I'm never sure how to pronounce is the Captain Marvel Jr. guy. Is it Mac Raboy? Or is it, some people say Mac Rayboy? You
Uh,
know, I don't know how to pronounce.
Louis.
But
Luis.
because some names you only read and you never hear
Right.
anyone
Right.
pronounce it until YouTube came along. Where are you going to hear people pronouncing names?
Yeah. Well, it's like Buscema. A lot of people still pronouncing it Buscema.
Yeah, I hear a
And
lot of that. It's
I heard that.
Buscema.
Yeah,
Buscema.
I
You
think it's
agree?
When I was
no.
when I
It's
was when I
Bu
I
was
think it's
little,
Buscema. The reason I say Buscema is because I read an article, an interview with CBM with Tom DeFalco when he was working on the Amazing Spider Girl with Sal Buscema. And they asked him, just for the record, they were talking about all the comics and everything, and he's working with Sal Buscema. And they asked Tom DeFalco, what is the right pronunciation? Just for the record, everybody
Yeah.
pronounces it different ways. And he told him, I can tell you emphatically that his name is pronounced Buscema because he's working
Are
with
you saying bu like BYU or
Bew,
BOO like a
Bew,
ghost?
like Bew,
Bu
Buscema. Yeah,
Buscema.
BYU like there's a Y sound?
Bew,
Bu
Sema,
Bu Bu.
Bew.
I say Buscema or I think I might have said Buscema, but it's not Bushima. I hear people say that.
And I've heard people say Buscema, but
And then I
that
hear these young people that have like 5 million subscribers, like Comic Tom, and he'll say
yeah.
John Romita. And it's like, no, it's not John
Ah,
Romita.
Romita, yeah. See, they can't even pronounce it either. I mean, so that's what it
The only
is.
reason I knew how to pronounce Buscema was a friend of mine was a huge fan of John Buscema and drew a bunch of Incredible Hulk drawings that were done by John Buscema, and he that's how he would pronounce it was John Buscema,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I never ever pronounced it any other way just because
Well,
he was always pronouncing it that way.
when you have a name that's hard to pronounce like that, you just tend to just like be calm and let people pronounce it however. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a video with Stan Lee and John Buscema, whatever. Now you're confused. I have no idea. And I swear Stan Lee introduces him as John Buscema. And maybe he just didn't correct. Maybe as long as the check
Yeah,
doesn't bounce.
it's kind of strange, but that you can look it up online. It's to see a
Yeah.
comic book uh CBM
Uh, yeah.
it's that news or CBN comic book news, and this was several years, many years ago.
Yeah,
Tom Felton.
there's a guy on YouTube. I tend to trust his pronunciation. I think his name is Comic Tropes. I
Uh
may
huh.
have him mixed up with someone else, but he's pretty knowledgeable. And I sometimes I'll tune into a show with him to see. And there's interviews with John Buscema where he's talking, and but he never says his own name. There's footage, there's long interviews with him on YouTube. But oh well, man, I don't know. They're just such great artists, but yeah, their names were
Yeah.
very ethnic.
What are they anyway? I don't even know what the background is of the Buscemas or Buscema.
I don't know, but the granddaughter's a great artist, Stephanie.
Stephanie, yeah, and she's
Yeah.
another one. I think she said that at a convention that it's pronounced Buscema.
Okay, well,
Well, I
that's
don't, but I don't know.
God. I'm watching this
But you might be
footage.
right. People, just give up on how to pronounce the name, and they just let people pronounce it any way that they want. It's like that. I still don't know how to pronounce this name, Mark Evanier, the historian, comic book
Yeah, I've
historian.
always, as a kid, I pronounced it Avania. I never pronounced it. I just read it. It
Yeah,
just went in
I
my
remember him
head.
saying one time, he was asked how do you pronounce his name at a convention. He said, just whatever way you want it. There must be 100 different ways you pronounce my name. And just,
I think in my head I would say Avanier or something, but
yeah, man, you're Mark. Oh, there's so many different ways of
let me show
pronouncing
you. Look at this footage on TV. I'm on Blazing Press. They're showing all kinds of. It's horrible, what's happening.
What is it?
But
Yeah.
there was on Tim Pool the other day. They were talking about that. They were talking about how is it that some people can just fall for, certain candidates that are running, and they said that some people don't really think, and what they meant by that is uh, that they don't have an internal dialogue. Like when you're just sitting around, you think in sentences. I thought everyone did that. But some people, they say, no, I don't think in sentences. I think in pictures. And those are the type people that just accept whatever anyone, they want to go with the crowd. Oh, Taylor Swift, a lot of people like her. Well, she must be good. I like Taylor Swift. They're like, they call them NPCs, like these video game characters that just move around but don't really have any thoughts, or they just do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I've heard it called ColecoVision.
Yeah. The thing is, I was surprised. I couldn't believe that. It's really mind blowing to think. And it's like I think Eric Breen was pointing out in modern comics they don't have thought balloons anymore. Characters don't think. Peter Parker was always deep in thought,
Right.
but
Yeah.
now they don't have them at all, from what I understand, because I don't read modern comics. But he says that that doesn't exist anymore. So,
From time to time it does, but
but so I guess there's
as a matter
just
of
people
fact,
don't understand the concept of an internal dialogue in your head. And I remember when that Dune movie came out in the early or mid '80s that David Lynch put out, and people were just laughing at the movie because you heard the characters thinking like in a old soap opera, and people thought that was cheesy. And it may have just been some people don't think, and so they don't understand. Why am I hearing words but their lips aren't moving? I don't know.
there's plenty of word balloons in new comics. I mean,
There's word balloons, but not thought balloons, according to what I've
no,
been
no,
told.
not thought balloons. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is a
That's,
Amazing Spider-Man 31.
yeah, but that's not the 31 I would want to have. Which
No,
I,
No.
it's actually the legacy numbering is 925. It's the first
shit,
appearance of Jackpot.
I don't even know who that is, but I guess
That's
that's
Mary
important.
Jane Watson.
Mary Jane Watson is a superhero now.
Yeah, they turned her into a jackpot. You get it. Face it.
Oh,
You just
that's
hit the jackpot. Remember that when she was introduced?
oh, brother, boy,
I know, I know.
are you gonna use that to stay warm this winter in the fireplace?
I don't know, but this.
I don't know. Maybe it's wonderful. I
No,
can't.
I don't know. I didn't like the artwork in here so far, and it's a $10 book.
Oh shoot, man!
Face it,
Why is
face it,
there?
you just hit the jackpot.
Why do
Yeah,
they have the Spider-Man head and then a UPC code next to it? It's supposed to be in that square.
yeah. I don't get it. I don't know. I
I
don't. I
think they're
don't.
trying to be nostalgic for the late '70s, but the
I don't
reason
know.
that head was there was because it was direct distributed, and the barcode was in it. If you bought it at a regular store, that's so stupid.
Supposedly that she never. I don't know. I think this is going to be a fail, to be honest with you, because uh, I didn't read it really to pay attention to it that well because there's so many different stories in here, and they're all continued and shit. And I was getting frustrated, but it looks
Oh.
as though she was never married, never had any kids with Peter Parker. So I don't know. They're changing a lot of different.
Kids? When did they have kids? I thought that was in some alternate timeline for
Yeah,
Spider
this is
Girl.
how does I don't know, man. I'm
I
having a
don't
hard time
know.
figuring it out.
I don't think you need any Spider-Man comics after issue maybe 130, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of
I,
nuts, man. I don't.
I
Is that the one where she dies?
no, I'm not.
Wait,
I'm just
wait, wait,
picking it
wait, wait. I'm
randomly.
thinking
That
of
No,
was in
I'm
the
thinking of Gwen
120s.
Stacy.
I'm picking around the time that I started reading Amazing Spider-Man. Maybe I should back it up to 180. I don't know. Really, I think that you just if it
I think
doesn't
they
have
ruined the
Steve
character
Ditko,
a
or
long time ago.
if John Romita or Steve Ditko aren't drawing, then it's not worth it to me.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
I have to say.
hard. It's hard to get back into Spider-Man when you've been so used to the old stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna plan to do that anytime soon. There's no money to do that. Um,
I got a
well,
I got a little oddball cover here.
yeah, let's see it.
Golden Age, or I got a. I don't know. I didn't put the tape on there. It's Mylar, and somebody put tape on it. I hate that. I got to find out what year this is, but 1949.
Oh,
Dialman number 21 from 1949.
oh,
Wow.
nice. You've been getting a lot of Dollmans lately, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I get them. If I find them inexpensively, I can afford them. I buy them then. But the poison pistol, he looks like he's getting the poison pistol right in you know where.
Was that less than
Oh.
$50?
Yeah, what did I pay for this? It was less than $50. I think. I paid like $38.
Okay.
I need
You
to watch
find
this later on the big screen.
Do you think
Yeah,
the
it's kind of
value?
innuendo cover. That I mean, it's kind of weird the way the
Oh, I don't
positioning
think
of
they
these
thought of
guys.
that. I don't. Oh, I hope they
30 a
didn't think of
box.
that.
Take it.
Look at the expression on his face. What?
Well,
It's like
That's a
crazy.
do
crazy
you think?
cover.
Do you think it's just because younger people have never heard of this character that the value is just going to drop on some of these Golden Age comics that aren't major characters?
Well, everything is just going crazy. You ought to see the prices on some of these books that are going up. The
Hmm.
unexpected and all the DC horror stuff from the 70s. The prices on those are getting ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I'm seeing you pick them up for nothing, and Night Tiger pick them up for nothing. So I'm wondering.
Well, he's got he's really spent. What the hell is that? What was that?
I might be.
Holy horsey farts! What is that?
I might be on. Oh, Kevin went outside. The
Kevin, stop
hurricane's
it!
hitting Arizona. That
He
might
sounds
be
like
the
he's
sound of
middle of the
traffic.
hurricane, man.
I know, man.
The haunted house is about to open.
Is it?
What did I say for this?
Is there a
Captain
haunted
Midnight.
house next to you?
No, this one.
Hold on. Oh, I gotta wait. Zoom in
That's
on those
cool.
those aliens. That's great.
That's really awesome. How much was that?
$26.
Those look like the Freakies, don't they?
Oh, moly.
Hans, do you know the Freakies cereal?
No, what was it? Was that a cartoon?
No, there was a cereal in the early '70s that they looked exactly like that. But
Huh.
you're a little bit
No.
older than us, so you weren't eating cereal, kids cereal in 1974, or maybe you were. I don't know.
Well, I still eat kid cereal.
Yeah, Freakies was cool. I don't remember what it tasted like, but I ate a lot of it. But I totally don't remember. But the toys were sure cool that came in it, and that looks just like them, doesn't it?
This one's got a atomic bomb going off in his head.
Oh
How
wow, what
fucking
issue
cool is
number is
that?
that?
66.
I wouldn't mind having a copy of that one.
It's from 1948.
Wow.
It
Kevin,
did
were
have
you
some
about to show
grotesque
us a haunted house?
water damage and stuff like that. Pardon me?
Oh, hey, I'm going to go to Kevin for just a second
Oh,
because he's
yeah.
got
Okay.
his
Go ahead.
look. He's got his store with black light going here. I don't know if we've been missing it or not. We just tuned into you, Kevin. So re-show whatever we missed.
Guys, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got
Alrighty.
anything cool been going on, Gary?
It's all right. Everything's good. I'll see you later.
All right, talk to you later.
Okay, bye
He's
bye.
come on, and I've totally ignored him since he came on. I hope he's not pissed.
Oh, hell, man.
I don't always have the best social
There's a
skills.
black light. There's a black light poster. Look how it just cuts off.
Wonder why was there something in front of it?
There's just a shadow from the black light. It just cuts the poster off right there.
Oh, okay. He's, this is a handheld black light you've got?
No, I have it mounted right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Hans, did you see the new Detective Comics 27 facsimile?
No, but I heard that it's better than the other one. It's more accurate, I think.
Well,
More
it's
accurate cover.
well, the cover doesn't have the little bits that some kid drew in, but it's bigger, but it's not golden age. It's like almost magazine size. They made it too big.
Oh, no.
And the on the other flaw it has is, well, depending on how you look at it, they made the pages look brown to make it look like it's an old
Oh, yeah, I
comic.
heard that too.
So some people
Hmm.
might like that. To me, if the point is trying to make it look like you just bought it and you're
Right.
in
Yeah. I wouldn't
1938.
want it. I wouldn't want the brown pages in it.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story on that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was so disappointed to hear that the new movie is not worth it, but
What, the Joker movie? Or
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
yeah, I heard that too.
No, it's a split. It's a split audience. Half the people I've asked they like it. Half the people don't.
I heard people
No,
were walking out of the theater because they were so disgusted. I mean, fans, real fans, were walking out of the theater because they were so disgusted with it.
It could be because it was a musical.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason. I absolutely believe that is
if
part
I
of
went to a theater and a bunch of people were singing in there, I'd leave too.
Well,
it.
musicals can be great. Missing Mars
Not in a theater.
says,
I don't think in a
Sure,
theater musicals are great. I would leave.
sure. If you're
no,
watching,
they are. If you've got to watch the old musicals, Library 88
yeah,
says he
Singing in the
admitted.
Rain. I mean, those are
Oh yeah,
Hollywood classics. But what they do today, man, it's ridiculous. I mean, they couldn't compare to anything. They couldn't make a musical today that could compare to the classic golden age of Hollywood.
yeah. Singing in the Rain is a great movie by any standard. Yeah, and the music is fantastic. The dancing's anyone that doesn't like that is you got to question their sanity. um,
Very nice. I got black lights too.
But Hans, some of the best episodes you've done are when you're walking down the narrow aisles in your basement, and when you've shown other parts of your basement where you got early on, early old
Yeah.
videos.
Well,
I think if you can get up from that seat and move around, I think people will like it. I really love it. In fact, at least I will. I like when you get out in the car and you drive around Chicago. When you go into comic stores, I still remember that comic store you went in with your friend where it had all these Harvey comics. I don't even think they were bagged. It was it was magical. Um,
well, I'm certainly going to experiment with it. I got all week to do that, so I'm going to try it. Yeah,
oh, look at this.
I've
Library
been
88
experimenting
says,
with thumbnails too. So,
oh, yeah. He says, I'm late back to this show as I just ran to a gallery show downtown that original R. Crumb and Basil Overton art, as well as Louise Wayne Cat drawing. I don't know who that is. Louise Wayne Cat drawings and some great outsider art. Phew, sounds great.
uh,
What
Louise.
I was
city?
surprised
What
at
city
going.
are you in? Library 88. Library 88. If you don't mind, I'm just curious where that is. Don't give us your street address, but
This side glows pretty good.
oh yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Oh,
So,
cool! My air cycle's glowing.
has Time Travel done any videos lately?
Uh, I think the last one he did was probably a couple weeks ago. I don't know. He's been doing stuff on
Man,
Instagram.
these
I
guys
haven't.
glow.
I don't always get notifications for things.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
I love when you see stuff glowing that you didn't even know it was able to glow.
Yeah,
Oh man, this thing looks like it has a light in it.
you're. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That
In real life,
demon.
like I'm looking at the camera, it's not as bright. In real life, it looks like it has a light in this thing. It's a plastic
The
vacuum
demon
cleaner.
looks like he's lit up too.
This is a
The
Viking.
Yeah, I have that mask, except mine has real hair glued on top of the beard.
Oh man, these things are blowing like crazy in here.
Yeah.
I was going to show you something, but I don't think I can show it on your channel. Well,
What?
it's nothing bad. It's a bottle of liquor, but it's like Halloween kind of.
You could show that. Why is it because it's liquor or the image that's
Yeah,
on the
'cause I
label?
don't know if I don't know.
No, it's what you can't show is like a toy gun. Apparently,
Oh,
I
they just
find that
showed it
one.
on. Well, they just showed it on the other channel I was on. Higgy Pop showed his Man from Uncle gun. It looked like a 9mm.
Well, I guess they're lucky.
Yeah,
I
I was trying to say, I was trying to tell them that YouTube might cut the feed.
Yeah, well, several months ago I had two squirt guns, but one looks like a machine gun, that's yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they did. I tell you about what happened with Shemp Howard on Instagram? Did you hear me talk about that?
With who?
I put a picture of Shemp Howard on Instagram.
Oh no, I didn't know about this one. No.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you. I should, if I find the picture, I'll send it to you so you'll know. Okay, I showed Kevin. Okay, so I put a picture of Shemp Howard. He's on the studio lot, and he's petting Petey, the dog from the R Gang comedies from Little Rascals.
Uh-huh.
They're together, and he's petting the dog. It's a black and white picture. I thought this is cool, so I put it on Instagram, and then all of a sudden I'm locked up, and then I'm logged out of Instagram. And what happened is they send me a message. Instagram does not allow pictures of hate and terrorism. And I'm thinking,
You
what?
gotta be kidding
And then
me.
I see the little tiny picture they sent me, and it's the picture of Shemp Howard. And I said, what is the heck are they talking? And I look at it and I realize that Shemp Howard, because of the light from the sun, he's outside, has a little bit of a shadow under his nose. And the AI or some idiot there thought it was because it's black and white, it must be a picture of Hitler with his dog Blondie.
Oh
So they thought I
brother.
posted a picture of Hitler. So apparently you can't post a picture of Hitler on Instagram, even if you've got a history channel. And it wasn't a picture of Hitler. It was Shemp Howard, who was Jewish,
Yeah.
and that was not Blondie the dog. It was Petey. And so I sent back. This is not what you thought, and they came back. We reviewed this, and it is indeed a picture of hate. But
Oh,
they let me keep.
they did the
So they,
same thing to me.
yeah, I remember you told me it was like, like Ilsa type girls,
Yeah, and
or
then it
was it
was
something?
recently they did it again with I had
Oh,
a comic book. It had showed a female on it that had it was topless, and they said it was a
yeah, that has to be
sexual
obscured.
picture, and they had to take it down. It was
It,
on a comic book. I don't know. To me,
yeah,
it's the
yeah,
art.
I
I don't.
don't know, but
It's not reproductive organ. It's just I don't. I don't know. I think
no,
a little
it's
bit too rough on some of the stuff.
well,
Too harsh on some of the
yeah,
things, man. But
it's
anyway,
weird. Um,
I
New
mean,
York
what if
City,
you're
Lord
showing
help me.
artwork? What if you're showing rare artwork that's 100
It
years,
seems
200
like you
years
should be
old?
able to get that, but I don't think people on Instagram are showing pictures from the Louvre. Instagram's more like young people that don't care about that stuff. I don't know. Who
Yeah,
knows?
well, I
It's
don't know.
all it's all ridiculous. So,
This
uh,
is what I had a special order of this.
let's see what you got.
Yeah,
Do you still get every Batman comic from your local store?
Yeah, I'm still collecting the Batman and Detective comics.
What do you think of this new Batman comic, the ultra violent Batman comic?
I don't know if I have
Kevin,
been
I was
reading them.
very down on the idea, and Kevin was just showing it to me, and I said, "Well, I think I'd like one of those." It's because it's not the Batman that we know. He's got a completely different origin, sort of different origin, and he's like chopping guys' hands off and then telling them where the nearest hospital is to go, and maybe they can sew your hand back on. It's like the most perverse. It's worse than Michael Fleischer on the Spectre. It's just, but anyway,
Well, that's something I got to check out.
yeah, and
It's
he's
really
got like
cool.
his bat symbol on his chest.
Sounds
Huh?
interesting to me.
It's called what was it called? Kevin, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm here. It's called Absolute Batman, and every time I read it, it keeps getting better. Like I've
Yeah,
read it
so
like four times, Barry.
I was just
Maybe
thinking
they try to
maybe
go back to the original Golden Age Batman, where he was carrying guns and throwing people off the freaking roof. You know what I
no,
mean?
it's a
This
little
one,
little worse than
this one,
that.
I didn't tell you guys about
Well,
this
yeah.
part. He takes
Oh,
Penny. Alfred has like this best, most destructive shotgun like in the world, and Batman steals it from him and reverses it so that it becomes a weak gun and gives it back to him.
yeah. It sounds like it's just messed up enough that maybe I'd enjoy it, but generally I
Yeah,
don't like them messing
it's
with
wild. It's
characters
like
that are
it's like
80
what would
years old.
somebody do? It's almost like what people are gonna do to Batman once he's in public domain. They're just gonna go crazy with him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's no telling what's going to happen after we're gone. This comic book collecting hobby is going to go completely bonkers. I mean,
Mhm.
insane.
This,
I
can you
don't know
imagine
what's
if
going to be collected.
John
Huh?
Goris drew this book? It'd be even better if John drew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Did you see
some of
the
the sketches you were showing, it was like ultra violent, you know.
yeah, where he's breaking the guy's arm in half?
Mhm.
Did you see
I'm
that,
telling you,
Hans? The
he
sketchbook?
should
No,
make this book. He should like redraw this book and make it his way.
Let me see if I can go get that. I just got sent a. Do you know who John Goris is?
from your channel, yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a sketchbook because he wants me to
Yeah, I saw
record.
that.
Oh, you saw the sketchbook?
Yeah, you showed it. Yeah, where he
Oh,
was
okay. I
doing
was just I
Batman.
was
You showed Batman in there.
yeah. I was gonna show you the holy shit. This is horrible. I hear this guy screaming on the TV. Listen to him breathe in there. Oh man, this is scary.
What's going on?
I don't know. The guy's going, oh shit, oh my god, like he's
Oh, look how high the water is. Are you watching
I
the
know.
hurricane?
This is Blazing Press. He's the best guy that I know of.
I might have to
Look how
go
high that
upstairs
is.
and
It's
watch
like
this.
halfway up the. It's like halfway up to the window.
It's
It's already up to
Venice
the
Bay
window.
Adult Park. Man, maybe you're right, Hans. This might be disrespectful, us doing a funny comic show while that people are
Yeah,
suffering
I'm gonna
like
go
this.
upstairs and watch this.
Yeah, man.
I'll be in contact with you. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, this is bothering you. This is disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost as
Kevin, you
bad
got
as
to get home and eat
almost as
dinner.
bad as Kamala Harris having a beer with Stephen Colbert. Did you see that?
No, I haven't.
She was while people are suffering and leaving Florida, she's over there, and Colbert is talking to Kamala Harris, and he pulls out 2 cans of ice cold hot Miller High Life, and they're both drinking it, and she's laughing it off, and they're drinking the beer.
Well, they had a commercial for her 60 Minutes appearance
Yeah,
where she wasn't making any sense. And
right.
then when it appeared on Sunday night, they
Yeah,
edited what she said to her sentence where it
right.
makes sense. They made several edits so that it actually was coherent.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump's saying we need to see this whole interview completely unedited
Yep.
because this is election interference.
Oh, it
They're
is.
yeah. So anyway, this is terrifying. And man,
All right. Well, I'll
so yeah,
talk to you
so
later on.
I'll see you soon.
All
Thank
right.
you, Hans, for showing
Okay.
up. I really appreciate it.
All right.
And
Thanks for having me over.
yeah, sure. Thanks anytime.
All right.
And
Bye.
Kevin,
Yeah.
uh, you're still at the shop, and you probably need to eat, man. But again, I appreciate you coming on. But oh my gosh, um, these people, why didn't they evacuate, man? This sucks, man. You don't stay in places like this and just they got. I don't know. Well, anyway.
Hopefully they have a life vest on and like some kind of a little boat with them.
I don't know, man. Library 88 says, surprisingly or unsurprisingly, my fine art friends do occasionally get strikes on their social media and posts removed when posting classical paintings sometimes. The bots deem it offensive, etc. And Library 88 says, Blacklight Night at Gotham. This is great. Yeah. If there's a way, I wish you could light your store all the time like that, but I guess it would be hard for the customers to see the comics. Um,
Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna redo this back room where it's all black light,
I
everything.
wish you could move to this town and take over this building a block from me that's an old 125-year-old building and just light it like
You
that
said
because
it
it's
used to be a
already a
haunted
haunted
house.
house.
You said it
Huh?
used to be a haunted house every year.
Well, it
There'd be
is a haunted house. It'll be a haunted house here in about a
Mhm.
week or two.
And then
Yeah,
when they're selling it, and are they selling it with everything in it, all the props and
I
everything?
bet they would, but it's not going to be up to your standards. I've never been in it because I'm old, and I heard some teenagers describing it. It's really great. I just fell down the stairs with my girlfriend. And when you're 17, that's fun. When you're almost 60, it's not falling downstairs. When you're running from a ghoul, it's no longer fun. So I never went in the place, but it's, a great looking building. And man, I wish you
If it
could
came with
relook.
all the props and everything, it's probably worth the money. I'm sure.
Well, mainly I want someone to keep that restaurant we go to open, because here they're going to close within, I think, a year or a year and a half. If no one buys it, it's just going to dry up. And I don't know, maybe someone else will come along and see. Now he's got a screen split into four. This guy's very religious that runs this Blazing Press channel, and he's running. Everyone's screaming the F word and everything, and he's, uh, man, this is something we got to pray for these people. Oh my God, these people are dying, man. You hear that? Those are the sound. Those are sounds of absolute terror, man. I'm getting chills.
Yeah, this is scary.
Yeah, it's called Blazing Press. Put it on when you get home, and oh my God. Shit. Okay. We probably
Okay.
need to sign off. I'll see you,
Yeah.
Kevin. Take
All
care.
right. We'll say a prayer. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say a prayer. Oh my God. That's that's the guy going, oh my gosh.
Gave a $70,000 challenge, and two guys took it up. They went to Hurricane Milton with just a umbrella and a floaty and a few little things to eat.
Did you hear that?
And they basically, we got one guy almost died, and the other guy broke into a building and got arrested. And then
Oh,
this guy found out that he's not going to be paid. They're not going to pay him, and so he's freaking out because he literally almost died.
these guys got, I don't know if you just heard, got a $70,000 internet challenge to go to Hurricane Milton, and they almost died. One guy broke into a building to escape it and then got arrested, and the other guy almost, apparently that's who's cursing. Um, P.S. There's something very visually pleasing when Kevin just has his camera pointed at stacks of comics. It's very soothing. I know. It's kind of like ASMR. I like just looking at stacks of comics. Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs, man. Let's see. I fed the cat. I fed the dog. I brushed my teeth. I'm ready to go to bed. Drew, let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please help the people in Florida. Please help them to survive, and help all of us as we go through all these rough times over the next few months. And here comes the cat. Hey, and help us all. And I appreciate all of you that stuck with us tonight. And I'll be seeing you real soon. And tune into Blazing Press, or if you if you find other good channels, maybe send links to me on Instagram if you're my friend on Instagram. If not, send me a friend request on Instagram and I'll approve it. I got it private, but you can send me a and you could send me. That's a good way to communicate with me. That's how Kevin usually communicates to me, through Instagram. Anyway, take care, everybody. See you soon. Take care.